I didn't change stuff on my board.
We're going.
Hello, Internet.
Hello.
Welcome back to Clockwork and Constructs.
36.
36.
You're
It's yet again another Friday. This is our 5th edition D&D campaign. As usual, my name is Jason. I'm the DM, going around the table.
I am Brian, and I play Gedrick the Sorcerer.
I'm Andrew, and I play Ivan the Human Artificer.
My name is Mitch, and I play Azencroft, the half-breed fighter.
I'm Cassie, and I play Nadia the monk.
I'm Aaron, and I play Finley the barbarian. Halfling barbarian.
What? Oh, it's on that thing. Thank you.
That could be bad.
I have to charge you soon, so I had to flip it over.
Alright, so, where did we leave off?
Yeah, so last time we had already been spending our day in Oxborough, but before that we were on a quest for Siegfried to head to the Redwood and try to capture an invisible creature that we're not too sure about. On the way, like I said, we stopped in Oxborough. There we had previously met Finley, that handsome man, who gave us some information about the mayor and when we arrived, there was a funeral procession. He gave us information that it was the mayor's procession and that there was some strange circumstances surrounding the death.
Rumored that it was a murder.
Yeah, rumored that it was a murder. So we chatted with him for a little bit. He also gave us some information on some symbols that were kind of scattered around the town, which we hadn't noticed previously. So we spent some time together and we began investigating the runes, based on that assumption that they were involved with the religious sects around town and that one of those sects could potentially be involved in the murder.
Due to the conflict between the Valera Empire and religion in general.
This was kind of, I don't want to say confirmed, but while we were walking around we saw some strange activity. So there was an encounter in which some robed spellcasters were fighting some guards who weren't exactly wearing
The proper
guard armor. Yeah, it seems slightly off. So they began casting as well. And so both groups were actually magical, which we weren't expecting in the slightest. So once the robed figures began to take off, we tried to follow them. We chased them for quite some time before we ended up losing them, which kind of sucked. And we went back to our tavern. At that point, we started off again the next day, trying to pursue what we were following previously. And Nadia happened upon an abandoned church where she saw some robed figures enter, go through what seemed to be a community center, and then disappear into a room which was no longer visible. So her and Gedrick had, we all went to explore the area, but her and Gedrick went in, kind of scoped out the community center, tried to look around, see what it was representing, what was in there, and Nadia managed to do her Nadia things and fall down some stairs in a place that she shouldn't have been.
What's behind that door?
My monk skills?
No one goes in there.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Which led to her being questioned by some guards.
who were actually worshippers of the Church of Gara.
Church of Gara. So she was questioned shortly before being brought into what seemed to be a church. Traditional pews, someone standing at the front, a bunch of people kind of praying.
2 gems glowing with sunfire filling the whole room.
Yeah, it was kind of nice.
Yeah, you actually did notice that when you were in that room, there was not a single shadow.
Yeah. So while she was doing that, the guards ended up coming out to question the rest of the group because she said that she was with some people.
We gave them a little bit of hassle, but ultimately we went along with it.
Yeah, like we normally do. So once going in, we were all questioned as to why we were watching this church. We gave a variety of answers, and we were questioned some more. A spell was cast upon us. We don't know what it did, but we feel like we had to be truthful, so we pursued giving information until there was eventually a trial by combat, where Azencroft had to fight one of their, I don't even know if he was necessarily one of their strongest warriors, but one of their people. He had to combat, and of course, we were victorious because we always are. We are the heroes.
Because Azencroft is a beast.
He is kind of huge. So once that happened, they actually lightened up to us a little bit. We got a visitation with Amelia Brighthammer, their leader, and we were able to ask some of the questions that we were kind of wondering upon. She told us some basic stuff about the other religions and who she thought was the cause of the murder, or the potential causes of the murder, which religions were involved. So with that newfound information, we left, we had made some new friends there, and we started our journey pretty much again in town.
But this time armed with a little bit more information and kind of an idea of what was going on.
What the symbols represented.
Finley stayed behind for a little bit though.
It's true.
So there were the churches of Bahamut, the churches of
Nerul,
Nerul,
Magtherium.
Magtherium,
was the one who
Now we know there's churches of Vecna.
Vecna, and that was all of them?
No,
Did you
Gara.
just say that name?
Well, and Gara, yeah.
That was the church that was.
But it was just the 5 total, right?
That they,
As far as we know.
that you know.
What was the scales? Do we know?
Yeah.
Magtherium.
Magtherium.
I don't know if that's the one I missed.
So with that newfound knowledge, we went back on the town and tried to communicate with some of the shopkeepers that we had.
Noticed some of the runes around.
Yeah, so while we were shopping, we picked up some items and we kind of tried to get a 2-for-1 on this. So Azencroft picked up some additional spears. Finley managed to pick up a very interesting potion that we don't know what it does as of
At the
yet.
cost of all of his gold.
And
And
we've
their
got
future
a
favor.
dashing
And a
looking
favor.
short sword.
Oh my
dashing.
goodness.
That's 2 of you now that owe favors to shopkeepers.
So we managed to question one of the weaponsmiths in town who wasn't so polite with giving us answers. He was very hesitant. He was one of the followers of Bahamut, or at least that was the symbol carved into his shop. He managed to kick Gedrick out for casting spells. And we also questioned one of the followers of Magtherion.
Yep.
Yeah,
Or at least that was the
detail.
symbol of his shop.
He was
as well.
very open.
The alchemist. He was a lot more open once we gave him a little gold and tried to tell him that we weren't as a threat at all. And he just told us mostly to be careful of who we speak to, and he mentioned a specific
Every
tavern.
single person we've talked to has told us to watch who we're asking questions. It's been a very ongoing theme.
And we still
but
keep
it's
It's
been,
almost
asking
like people go
questions.
missing in this.
Yeah.
but it's been, it
People
has
go missing
been
here all the time.
It has been pretty much noted that be careful when you're talking to the followers of Bahamut, because they're the ones that are most likely just going to deck you for being too forward, and just stay away from Vecna. Just don't do it.
I think we should talk to them.
Which, unfortunately, we discovered
we can't.
a lot of
mayor's
them in the
office.
mayor's office are Vecna worshippers. Even the mayor himself.
Mm-hmm. So, with that
Potentially,
information,
they said that the mayor's office was under the sway.
Yes.
so our big lead right now is that we were told about an inn where stories are often heard. That was about the extent of it.
The Black Scabbard.
But
Black Scabbard.
unfortunately, between Gedrick getting kicked out of his shop and
Lacking of information,
As in-
frustrations.
Asden, making a quip at him, the long, fruitless journey of trying to talk to people and getting new information,
We have all split
we all kind of got frustrated with each other and mostly gone our separate ways. Though I believe Finley and Ivan were at least having a cordial conversation
Yeah.
about craftsmanship.
I think we were gonna go look into maybe buying some things and making them to make me less broke.
Yeah.
That's
I do
pretty
have
much
to-
where we left off.
Yeah. The party divides after asking some very personal and pointed questions in a town where people go missing.
Oh yes.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Nothing ever goes wrong when the party splits up.
Oh, by the way, I got that new character roll already.
Oh, you have it ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll see about getting you in.
Andrew the Fortune Teller.
My second character is Myvan.
Myvan? Oh my god.
Lyman.
Ironically,
Did you not see the new artificer class that they put up on? I'm so excited.
I was gonna say, ironically though, he's a cleric.
Yeah.
My character's name will be Flimsy.
Alright, so
Bard named
you
Cedric.
spent the day asking around town. Your final stop was at an alchemist shop. You talked to the proprietor for a little while. After convincing him to part with some information, you guys decided that you'd had enough of each other and everybody went your own way. So, what do you do?
I'm heading back to the inn for the time being.
Okay. Anything in particular, or just going back?
I'm going back to the inn and I'm going to the front counter. And I'm leaving my key.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell her. This is for Ivan and Finley when they get back.
And who are they?
Finley's been here quite a while, actually. A short fellow with a nice suit.
Oh yes, I do believe I do.
And Ivan's the one with the metal arm.
Yeah. I think I remember him.
Yes.
Was it the left or the right arm?
Actually, which one is it? The left.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
At the very least, leave it to Finley and say it's also for him and Ivan to use for the night. And I'll pay for the night.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get another room for myself.
Ooh.
Yes. Shouldn't be a problem.
Awesome, thank you. Can you do me a favor though?
Yes.
And I'm going to slide over an extra gold. Can you not tell them that I'm staying here?
Yeah, that's no problem.
Thank you. And I'll head out for now.
Okay, so you turn around and head.
Oh, I'm actually sorry. I'm going to go up and...
Excuse me.
Yes.
She pulls out a key.
Thank you. And I'm going to head up and move my stuff from the room I'm currently in to the new room.
You're moved to room 13. It's... Were you in 8 or...
I actually
8 or 9?
don't have that. I think I write stuff
So
down.
it's still the same hallway, it's just several doors down.
Fair enough. How much was that entire cost on that?
3.
What, we lost a
if you
room
paid
now?
for a room.
Just making sure.
Do we have no room for tonight?
I'm just making sure they were.
My room's still technically
Right?
there
As
as
far as I remember, they
I
were.
don't think
Depends
I
on-
don't know how far in advance I paid
If
either.
it is.
I don't think I did.
I'll give it a try.
That would be 3 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, worst case scenario,
Okay.
you have your own.
So you said about doing that.
And then I will
Listen,
head back
I
into
don't
You head back to town?
town.
Go sleep.
Okay. Ivan and Finley. What are you doing?
Well, I haven't really thought about the intricacies of working with cloth before. I mean, obviously a lot more yielding than anything I work with.
Fair enough. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I have absolutely no idea how to work with metal.
Well, it involves a lot more fire than you'd ever want with cloth, I imagine.
Well, that makes sense. Shall we peruse some shops then?
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing how your craft works.
Sure.
And,
I need some materials though. I'm out. Per se. I have some buttons and whatnot, but I can't make much out of those.
Well, I am curious, and I owe you for the shirts anyway. Let me pay you back.
Sure. Let's not say pay back, but we'll see what I can make, and perhaps I can turn a profit, and we'll split it.
Make what you will, and we'll see about me giving you a demonstration as payment then.
Sure. All right. Sounds reasonable.
Alright. You know your way around your shops. I wouldn't know a tailor from a turkey.
Sure. We should probably go somewhere that sells silk if we're going to try and turn a profit off of anything. So I guess we'll just head to a shop that I would know that has silks and whatnot.
Okay. You've already been in one.
Oh, the same shop has them?
Yeah,
Okay.
it just has fabric.
Oh, okay.
In piles all over it.
Cool. We'll just go back into that one then.
Okay. You make your way over there. It's a few streets over from where you guys were. You go in again, like before. Just really tight quarters, really claustrophobic. Tables everywhere with just different bolts of cloth. You can't really see much in the shop. Push your way through. Make your way over. There's a few tables there that have different colored silks.
Okay. I'm gonna bring up my list.
Jeez.
I just want to make sure I'm naming the right ones. There's a couple
No.
different kinds.
When you're talking thread count, when you're getting into these things, is that actually like any more threads in per, like, suppose square foot?
It's per square inch.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, really. Okay. Hang on. Number 3.
It's a pretty dense weave then.
Oh yes, it's much softer.
Hmm.
There we go.
Wonder. You suppose you could do something similar with metallic threads?
Perhaps I would have never thought of that, but that's quite possible.
Could prove a little lighter than something like chainmail, but maybe a little less protective. But if you layer it properly and can provide a very good base.
Yes. Well, I suppose I think we should get some charmeuse silk. Honestly, it's much softer. Has a bit of a. It's kind of like this. I'll point to my suit. Like the outer layer is kind of like shiny-ish. has a more sumptuous feel.
Hmm.
It's very sought after.
Well, and you remember your market too, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm hoping that we can turn quite a profit off of something. Perhaps I'll make a suit, perhaps an evening gown. Depends on who wants something made.
Suppose so.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go search out a couple different colors of charmeuse silk.
Okay. There's lots of fabric here. You find it easily enough. There's
Okay.
a wide variety of colors.
What do you think for colors? What should we work with?
Finley, I usually work with about 2 colors, and that's steel and bronze.
All right.
Brass if I'm feeling fancy.
I'm just wondering. Thinking perhaps we could probably make the most profit of evening dress. I'll just like stare pensively at a few bolts of cloth. Let's do something bold. I'll grab some blacks and reds, maybe a couple grays.
Ooh. Okay.
And like another bolt of like yellow cloth. And just like bring it up to the counter.
You had a black, red,
Black, red, gray, and like a goldish yellow.
gray, and a goldish yellow. Okay. And how much are you getting of each?
Let's think. What's your budget like? What are you willing to spend here? Because I don't want to bleed your pockets dry as well.
Comfortably, well, I'm not really sure what cloth costs.
It can be quite pricey.
Wasn't planning on a whole lot of expenses this trip, so I'm not carrying a whole lot, but I could easily part with up to 20 gold here.
Okay. I'm gonna assume probably just enough to make like, I don't know, we'll get enough of the black to make like a full dress, and the other ones to make like, say like a shirt's worth each.
So just the black for the dress.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 shirts worth and enough for like accents.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I just approached the shopkeep. How much would this run me?
So you go to the middle with the small desk where she cuts all the fabric. You don't see her.
Is there a bell or something?
Yeah.
I'll just ring the bell.
Ring the bell a couple times. You hear a bump and see one of the tables a couple rows over like, rattle. You can see the hair just kind of come crawling out underneath. Oh, yes, here's just 1 minute.
Oh, of
You
course.
see her kind of
Sorry,
like
madam.
shuffling along around the tables trying to make her way.
Oh, she's cute.
Sorry, madam.
Oh, no worries. Didn't hear you fellas come in, actually. Yes, you'd like to buy some of this?
Yes, of course.
How much would you like?
Well, same
You
things I told you.
explain how much. Perfect. So for that, folds out the black one, cuts it, folds out the next one, goes through the whole bit. In the end, you have several lengths of these. So each of those scribbles a little bit on the paper. 54 gold.
Oh my. It seems I've made a slight miscalculation. How much for just the black and the red?
Oh, just the black and the red. That would be. Give me a second.
54 gold.
Ah.
53.
That would be 20 gold.
I see. Should we cut a bit more off, or is that comfortable with you?
Well, it's doable.
All right. Yes, I'll ensure you receive a great deal of the profits. for this.
24 gold on.
As long as I get to see someone work and it doesn't bleed me dry, I'm quite alright.
Well, thank you.
Count it out.
Sorry, normally I would pay for this myself, but
Put it down.
this mystery potion has run
5, 5, 5, 5, and 5. 25.
Oh. And so you go back.
Oh,
Right.
shall we head back to the inn then?
What a good lady.
See what I can make.
Seems appropriate. You're quite interesting to watch with this. So, see what you can do with something a little thriftier.
Well, I'm hoping perhaps I can make some sort of evening gown that will attract perhaps a nobler purse.
Here's hoping we can find one here.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't be a problem.
You can
Well,
buy
you
it.
fellas have fun. She flips up the scissors and puts it back into the bun at the back of her head. Scoops up the bolts of cloth that she cut from and just starts walking around the table. You kind of see her disappear behind the fabric.
She's like a dwarf or something, wasn't she?
Yeah, a little bit older dwarf, white hair.
I love
Quite
her.
talented with a pair of scissors.
Yep. Well then,
Alright, shall we head back?
let's.
Let's get to work. So yeah, we'll head back to the
Oh, jeez, what's in that barn?
We're concentrated chloride.
Hydrogen.
Don't listen to him. It's a mug of vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. You guys, you leave the shop. I head back with the black and red fabric. Pretty easy to get back. The streets are a little busier than you've seen them in your time here, but still fairly quiet. Everybody generally keeping the same demeanor. They're generally going about their business pretty quick. There's not a lot of chatter on the street. Hasn't crossed. What are you doing?
Realistically, I'd probably train. What time of day is it?
At this point, it's late afternoon.
I would probably
Pushing on
head
towards
to
dinner.
that tavern that we spoke of or heard of.
The what was it called?
Scabbard?
Sorry?
Was it the black scabbard?
Was it the Black Scabbard?
That's what I got written down.
Well, that is where we're going.
I
By
know
we,
a little
and
bit
me
about
and Sarah
Sarah.
Take the kid with
Or do you
you.
mean the
Just a
royal
little.
we?
Yeah, the royal we.
Like I learned a bit of sewing and whatnot in parenting.
So you're walking there fancy, like?
No.
Mary, make an
We
investigation
made,
check.
we had to make like we were supposed to make like reindeer
Like,
stuffed
what
animals.
the heck are you doing?
I was like, that's lame.
17.
So anyway,
Okay.
so made,
Taking his directions, you easily enough you find your way. It kind of takes you back away from the downtown area of the city. But north of the inn where you're staying, you head up that way. You can see the buildings get a little smaller, a little bit less ornate in their construction. A couple of them are actually made out of wood in this area, which kind of stands out, as most structures here have been made out of that same gray stone. You actually, one of these wooden buildings you find is a little bit wider of a building, low, single story. Looks like it kind of sweeps back behind it. Looks like there's a couple other independent structures kind of in the same lot as it. And you can see a fairly dirty sign, again made out of the same wood, up the front. It's got a shield and a sword and axe crossing it. It says Black Scabbard.
Okay. I guess at first I'd take a quick peek around if there's like a porch area or just like the entrance to see if there's any symbols carved on.
Okay, make an investigation check. There is a small porch just for the entryway.
The natural variety of a 20.
The natural variety of a 20.
Yeah.
The way you said that, I thought it was the one.
yes, the naturally occurring one.
You look around and actually find, very cleverly disguised within the sign for this place, is the image of scales balanced on a sword.
Okay. Do I recall the name of the alchemist who led us here?
Edward.
Yes.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, so do
How
I.
could I forget? So, yeah, I'll head in then. I mean, it looks nice and flammable.
Okay. You go in, and the thing that strikes you immediately is just how quiet it is in here. You can actually hear your own footsteps creaking on the boards. You come in, look around. You're out in a large bar area that kind of runs from your right over, and then it actually juts out even deeper on the left side where the bar is. There's booths and tables. You can see a piano over to the one side. There's a fireplace down at the far end and another one on this side. You can't see anybody in here. It's just quiet.
Not even at the bar. I'm gonna walk in then. Are there any like doors around leading elsewhere?
Yep. There's a door out the back. There's also a door beside the bar leading into further rooms that way.
I'll go to a seat near the bar then.
Okay.
Near that door.
Near that door? Okay. So you take one of the tables over there, sit down, air it out, kind of like walking around, looking around. Sits down beside you.
And I'll try to listen, see if there's anything coming from the door.
Okay. Make a perception check. You get advantage on that, unless you're wearing your helmet.
No, it's 21.
21? Okay. You hear what sounds like dishes clattering together.
Okay. And still nobody? I'm gonna do the same with the other door then.
Okay. You go and listen there. You don't hear anything. You can hear the city noises, such as they are in a fairly quiet town.
Okay.
But other than that, there's nothing out there except the courtyard behind.
Yeah, I'll sit there and wait for a little bit until someone comes to greet me. Might be a while.
Okay. You sit there and wait for a bit. After about 10 minutes, the door that you're sitting near pushes open. You can see a slightly elderly gentleman, balding a little bit at top, a little heavier around the midriff. A plain apron with a couple stains on it. He comes out carrying a tray of mugs. Doesn't seem to notice you. Goes walking around the bar. Puts it down. Starts putting the mugs away.
I guess I'd walk over then. Hey, how's it going?
Oh. Hi. Don't usually get visitors at this hour. A little bit early.
Yeah, I thought it'd be, I don't know, a little early. I didn't expect it to be this quiet.
It's not usually the type of place people hang out through the day, and it's more of a night crowd, you might say.
Well, I may as well stick around for a little bit then. I guess could I get an ale and something for the little guy?
Sure, absolutely. Just give me a minute. He goes out, pushes away into the back. Couple minutes go by, comes back out, places a big mug. You can see whatever he poured into there, obviously quite quickly. It's got a very large head on it. And he puts a smaller cup in front of the pterodon. As I said, not terribly busy right now. Probably won't be until much later tonight. Don't know what you're looking for, friend. Maybe a room? I'll set you up for the night.
No, I don't know. I'm just traveling through. I already have a room elsewhere. Thought maybe I'd just check out the town. I heard,
Well, I don't blame you. Our accommodations are certainly not the worst thing in the world, but not too fancy either.
well, I mean, if I didn't have a room, I'm not the fancy type, as you can tell, but I heard there were some good stories passing around through this place, so.
Certainly heard some interesting stories. Don't know how much truth you'll find in them, but
Yeah, there's always
people
a
like
little
to tell
truth.
a tale or two when they get into the ale.
Well, if you get finished up doing what you're doing and want to chat for a little bit, I mean, I'll be here for a while, so, but I won't keep you busy.
All right, well, just give a holler if you need anything.
Sounds good.
You go back behind the bar. You can hear him kind of clattering around, rearranging things.
I'll just wait it out for the most part until it gets a little busier.
Okay.
Talk to Pterodon a little. Probably not get much reception.
Not a whole lot. Occasionally he'll chirp back at you. Every once in a while you get a call.
Yeah, that's about it for me.
Okay. So you sit in for the long haul, wait for people to show up. Nadia, what are you doing?
Probably go for a run to blow off some steam.
Okay. So you start jogging around town.
I also do not have the key to our room.
Good.
So after that, I guess I would just go back, and if he's not at the room, I would just sit in front of it and meditate. Are you back?
Yeah, we went back.
You went back? What's
Depends
the
on how
timing
long it took us to shop.
versus
That's
my
true.
run?
I don't know if we'll necessarily be back at the same time.
Alright.
We did head back.
You set off from the shop.
It was stuck on the bottom and I needed the thing.
Oh
to
no.
eat real food.
I'm thirsty.
Alright. Yeah, you pull up your gray hoodie, start jogging around town, up and down the big stairs in front of the monument. You can hear some pretty inspirational music playing in the background as you jog.
But it's trademarked, so.
People are looking at you weird as you hum going by them.
It's the eye of the owl bear.
Yeah, you go for a jog through town. You do draw a few stairs. People find it kind of odd that you're just like bustling around. Some people kind of give you the eye of like, what a weird person. Other people are kind of giving you the eye like, what are they up to?
I'm kind of a straight beast.
Yeah. You jog around for a while until you're tired and you feel a little better from having the exercise and just that level of exhaustion from exerting yourself. You make your way back. When you get back, where were you guys working?
We would have been going back to one of the rooms.
Yeah, I guess we would have instinctively just gone to my room.
So when you go back to the room, you can hear the two of them inside.
Alright, I'll go in. Is it like boring talk?
But I'm about to get to work.
He's probably talking about a dress.
I will sit through that. Do you need a mannequin?
Oh my gosh.
Life size?
You guys are sitting down to set about your work,
Yeah.
and Nadia enters.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Looks beautiful. I love the colors.
It's just a bolt of cloth right now.
I still love the colors.
Okay.
What you making?
I'm going to make an evening dress.
I don't have one of those.
Oh, well, perhaps you can purchase it when I'm done.
I don't need one of those.
It's just gonna like crack his fingers. If you'll check your phone, I sent you a picture of what I'm gonna try and make.
Oh, it's very nice. I chose it. It got
She
the
didn't.
approval.
Are you trying to get girl points?
Something along those lines.
And again, I don't. Were you like on the sea for a while? Like if like he was at like a sack, you'd be like, it's so fancy.
Hey, pirates dress quite nice. They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you not
I
seen
wanna wear
Captain
a
Jack
fucking
Sparrow?
shirt.
That man is the epitome of style.
Yeah, flair. It's all about the flair. Confidence.
Unfortunately, the ship you sailed on was not one. of
Was
those
not.
ships, and a sack would be quite fancy.
In her head.
Yes, says
Swinging for the fences, are we?
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a nat 20 to me.
That looks
I'm
like a
gonna
lot of
try.
lost gold.
Alright.
I'm gonna try.
I'll offer an extra set of hands if he needs them. But
Oh, now you got disadvantage.
But you don't have an extra set of hands.
I can build an extra set of hands.
Can you send me the picture too?
So sad.
Okay, so
We can put it up later.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just get going and get to work.
Okay, so he sets to work. He pulls out this small box, unbuckles it, clips open the lid, slides the tray back, and you can see a whole bunch of trays kind of slide out together. He's got different threads and needles and measuring instruments, cutting implements. It appears to be a full kit for applying his trade. He immediately sets to work, kind of laying out measurements. what size and what race of individual are you making this for?
Well, what's the most like prevalent race? I'm guessing it's just like
Human.
Yeah.
Humans are the most prevalent within the Valerian.
So I guess I'd go average size human female.
Okay.
Human male.
Human male. Yeah.
This
Doesn't
is
seem
also
the next
one
life in
for
this
Ivan.
house.
You're right.
Alright, so
Oh my god, it's the rusty scabbard. Not my kind of bar.
He says wearing a bear.
It's very, very stylish.
so start rolling.
Roll a tailoring check.
Tailoring check. Oh no, that's an 11.
11. Okay.
Now it does look like a sack I would wear.
So you said about planning out the measurements of what you're gonna make, measuring out your cloth, cutting it to the rough sizes that you'll need, laying out the pattern on it. As you do that, you start to set into the stitching and applying the details using the red fabric. Roll another tailoring check.
Okay.
Make up for
Switch
it.
dice this time.
Make up.
17.
17. Okay. Yeah, it takes a long time. It's gonna
Oh,
take
yeah,
you
it's
all
gonna
day to
take
work
me
on
pretty
this.
much the whole time.
From what you guys can see, it doesn't really seem to be taking shape at all. He's measuring a lot. He's running around and talking to himself. He's cutting the fabric, and you see he's got a lot of the black laid out. It doesn't really seem to resemble a dress. He's got a lot of the red cut in a very small, odd patterns in here and there, and he's stitching things seemingly at random, but very much in his trade, in his zone, just working away. Edric.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find a baker.
Okay.
And
Just because you have every other trade covered, you want to learn.
I want to learn to bake.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to try to find a baker, and I'm going to attempt to get a reasonable amount of flour.
Oh, the flour!
Alright, roll an investigation check.
Which gives you a cup of flower seeds.
After a while.
Natural
She
one.
gives you muffins.
You end up in the downtown area, kind of wandering around looking. You see a lot of the shops that you're familiar with. A couple times you end up looping back around the first street that where some of the blacksmiths were. You're just not standing out too.
Fair enough. Well, I'd be still looking. Either that or a general store. Or like a trade store, something like that.
Okay.
This journey just isn't meant for you.
You do remember.
You're not there.
You do remember a few streets ago when
As
you
your
were wandering around.
friend.
You do remember a general store.
Cool. I'd head there.
Okay. Fairly large shop. It's the same stone construction as the rest of the buildings around, except that it has a wooden, almost an entryway built out of it. You can see he's got a few supplies laying around the outside, just kind of general supplies, walking sticks, and that kind of things, just to draw people into the shop.
Fair enough. Yeah, head in there.
Okay.
Where's items? Do you know page?
Off the top of my head, no, towards the middle of the Kieran spells.
Yeah. Cool. Sorry, I have to say
150?
how did you do that so fast? So impressed. Sorry, guys.
No, you can't see that.
Alright.
I was thinking that same song earlier too.
Sorry, just texting you what I'm looking for.
As he's doing that, I'm just gonna pick some remnants of fabrics off the floor and pretend to kind of make like a glove, like. Wouldn't look so bad.
On my way in too, I'm taking a look for any symbols.
Okay.
Just
Make an
have-
investigation check.
Have it at this point.
Yeah.
9.
9?
Yeah.
Alright. You don't find anything on there.
Quick glance around, but you're so focused on the flower.
He won't have flour here, I don't think. Maybe he does with a giant bag.
You go.
It's like I put it with flowers. It's impossible.
You go into the shop. It's quite a large store. It goes a long way back. It's very wide. Very organized shelves. They go about 6 feet high. They run down in rows. You can see cross aisles going through them farther back. There's just all kinds of different equipment and gear and just general purpose stuff in here.
Is there somebody like behind a counter or something like that?
You don't see a counter from where you stand. You see aisles and aisles of shelves and stuff.
I'll walk around to either I find the item or I find somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wander around for a little bit. You do find towards the center of the store. There's actually it's like a rectangular table or a counter, and it runs around, and you can see a couple people moving around on the inside.
Okay. I'll see if they can direct me to where these things would be.
Okay. You go up to the counter. You see a younger human, fairly short, shoulder length, blonde hair, fairly broad and well built. Yes. What can we do for you, sir?
I'm looking for a certain item.
Okay. Well, we have pretty much everything here.
I'm looking for ball bearings.
Yes. I do believe I can help you with that. He comes out and around. You can see there's an opening in the counter. Comes out, leads you back towards the back corner of the store.
Right.
You go along. They have it's like a cupboard. Word is not coming to me.
Cabinet?
Cabinet, thank you. You see a series of covered cabinets. He opens up one, and you can see lots of different size containers of ball bearings.
Okay.
How much were you looking for?
Just enough for like a small pouch.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Do you know what gun do you have?
And I'll just pull out the gun I have.
Oh wow. Haven't seen one quite like that. Sure. He looks around and he takes a small container out, fairly tall, cylindrical. You can see it's just full of metal ball bearings.
Okay.
This ought to do you?
Thank you. And I'll take that then.
Okay.
And then I'll see if I can get us like a leather pouch that's about like that big.
Oh yeah, told you. We got everything here. Closes the cabinet, locks it up. Takes you to another area. You can see this entire aisle is nothing but bags. Just bags of different size. They got backpacks. They got bags for over your shoulder. They got purses. Easily enough, you find a small leather pouch. But that'll be big enough to hold this container of ball bearings.
So I head up to the squirt counter area and
Okay.
purchase them.
You head up there. He follows you up. Comes over and says, "Yeah, so take care of that. That's all you need. Nothing else."
Do you guys have flour in like not giant bags?
Flour,
like bacon?
for bakers?
Yes.
No, we don't really carry foodstuffs here. I mean, we got some rations, but you wouldn't really.
We carry
Fair
everything
enough.
but flour.
But for the ball bearings, that's going to be 8 gold.
Okay.
And for the pouch, that's 1 silver.
Okay. So I give him that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Come back soon, I hope.
I will. This is quite the shop you guys have.
Yeah, it's quite nice. No, not mine. I just work here.
Fair enough. Have a good one, and I'll head
You as
out.
well.
And I'll continue looking. I head back.
Okay.
Do you know where a baker is by chance?
Oh, Baker. Yeah, there's a really nice shop. It's a little south of here though, so it's kind of out of the way. And he'll give you directions. It's a few streets over, and then you gotta go pretty far south.
Sounds good. I'll also head there.
Okay. You head down there. You find it's a fairly small 2-story building. Looks almost like somebody's house has been converted into this business. As soon as you get close, you can you can smell freshly baked breads, and that there's actually a fairly sweet smell of spices coming out.
Fair enough. I'll head in.
Okay, you go in. Fairly small. You can see a few different tables with various baked goods, pastries and desserts and things kind of scattered about at the back. There's an area just like full of different loaves of bread. You can see a couple people wearing these white overcoats, kind of working behind the counter.
Hello.
Oh yes.
Yes,
Try
actually.
one of our fine products.
Yes, actually. He's gonna get like some kind of Danish and like a loaf of bread.
Okay.
And I have a strange request. Do you guys happen to sell any flour?
Well, we sell lots of flour. We just put it in stuff first.
Just wondering if I could buy it and it's roughly.
Well, I mean, you get it from the same place we do.
It's just a really big bag that they sell.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you do baking, you need a lot of it.
Yeah, I need it for another project that don't need that much for.
Make a straight charisma check.
Okay.
Ooh.
12.
I thought I was gonna want as really charismatic as a doornail.
You know what? Just this once, no problem. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you.
He goes into the back. Comes back in a little bit later, and he's got. It appears like at one point it held a lot. It's a very large bag. It's been kind of rolled down and tied off. And there's probably 3 or 4 pounds
Fair enough.
at the bottom of this bag. You kind of slop it down. You can see like a little bit of white powder dust just come up off of it. All right. So you have bread Danish that comes to 8 copper, and I guess I don't know. I don't buy it like this. A silver for the flour.
Alright. I'll throw him a gold to do me a favor.
Oh,
Oh,
you
wow, you
paid me every time.
I mean, you could get like a big bag of flour for this.
I know, but you know, these look amazing. So
Well, you know, we put all we have into it, so I hope so.
thank you very much. I mean, you wouldn't believe how hard it has been to find flour.
Just hold on a second. You can see him tuck a few more things into a small paper bag here. I insist.
Okay, thank you. I'm Kendrick, by the way.
Oh, my name's Brad.
Nice to meet you. And I'll get all the stuff, and I will head out.
Okay.
And I will start heading back to the inn.
Okay. Okay. So, he's sitting around in the bar. Hour goes by. 2 hours go by. Nobody. 3 hours go by.
How's this place staying open?
So I know now that this is like prime bar time.
It's WBR.
It's a little past. It'd be past dinner time at this point. You can see it's getting dark out at this point.
Okay, for whatever reason I thought it was already like pushing on nightfall.
It
when
was.
I came.
It was pushing dinner time.
Okay.
You just keep waiting.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the night here for the most part.
Okay.
I'll probably start getting up later.
Couple more hours go by. It's dark out at this point. The barkeep has been looking after you. Anything you need, making sure that you're looked after. Around this time, he starts going around and he lights the 2 fireplaces.
You win the car.
You can see him getting stuff ready behind the bar. He's in and out of the kitchen much more steadily now. And you do see 2 gentlemen walk through the front door, kind of laughing to each other. They look around, kind of nod to themselves, focus on you, kind of share a glance to each other, and then they go sit in a booth on the other side of that dugout that you're sitting in.
Okay, so fairly nearby then?
Yeah, they're probably about 30 feet away from you.
Okay. I'd probably wait a little bit still. I mean, I would have had a couple drinks while I was waiting. I probably would have grabbed food for me and Pterodon if it was available.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd wait till they got partway through a drink or something, and then I'd probably approach them.
Okay. So you wait. The guy who was helping you before comes over, greets them warmly. They appear to be regulars. Yeah, no problem. Goes to the back. Comes back a little while. Drinks for both of them. Not too long after that, he brings in food for them. You do see another group of people, 2 more human gentlemen and a woman come in. They look around. They go to a table farther away down the right side of the bar.
Do they give me a glance as well, or
Don't even seem to care about what's in the room.
for the first group, did they give me like a dirty look, or just?
Make an insight check.
6.
Tough to say from the distance you were when they came in. They noticed you.
Okay. Well, maybe once they're kind of like partially done their food or getting near the end of their meal, I'd head over.
Okay.
Once I saw they brought out food.
They're sitting there having just some idle chit chat to each other, sipping on the drinks, working away at the food in front of them. You come walking over.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
They kind of look at each other. Hi.
Care if I grab you guys a drink? Maybe chat for a little bit?
One guy looks at the other guy. I mean, I guess wouldn't say no to a drink.
I mean, I always have a hard time. I've just been kind of stopped by through this town and haven't really chatted with many people. I don't know, seems a little dead.
They kind of they share a glance again and like, yeah, it kind of has that feel.
How do you guys deal with it? I mean, came here and told that people were talkative. You could hear a story or two, but nothing.
Well, I mean, you don't. In a town like this, you just, you keep to yourself.
I'm not understanding that. I don't know. I guess there's some intricacies here that I just don't. I don't know. How about a drink? That's how I know how to talk to people.
Well,
We gotta wait till he comes back, I guess. I don't know. And I'll push myself down. I don't think he's seen this item.
Yeah.
You just like push him further into the booth.
I don't know. If
Yeah, do it.
They're
That's
sitting
how
at the
we
end of
do
the booth.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's sliding over.
Yeah.
He's not a terribly big guy. You just gotta like muscle him out of the way and sit down. And he
Just
kind of
like
like pulls his plate away and kind of like looks at the other guy.
So you guys you locals or just traveling through?
No, we live here.
You guys, what kind of work you do?
Well, I work at the general store. Well, I'm a carpenter.
Oh, nice. Fellow tradesman. I mean, I'm more of a blacksmith, but I've never been too good with the wood. I mean, I guess I
Haven't
work
seen you around town. The shop you working at?
Oh, not here. I mean, here I'm just traveling. I used to be a blacksmith. Now, I mean, I'm a big guy. I take advantage of my size. I mean, some people call it mercenary work. I call it odd jobs.
Kind of look at each other again, like, okay,
Well, my name's Azencroft.
alright.
They don't shake my hand.
He's just watching you. The one guy with that you pushed aside is just like furiously pounding back his drink at this point.
This is Pterodoc.
Oh no, you were
Theodor's sitting over at the other table.
Oh, he didn't come over.
No.
I kind of point to him.
They look over. You brought your kid in here?
It's not my kid. He's a squire.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. How dumbfounded there.
Isn't it awkward when people can't take a hint?
Well, I mean, so yeah.
Oh god, this is so bad.
What do you know about my theory?
The bartender comes over at this point, and he kind of he comes out of the back, walks over, and kind of sees you sitting there, and he's been kind of just walking over slowly, like, "Hey, gentlemen, everything going well over here?" You kind of give him away.
Going great. We just we could do it for a couple drinks, I believe. If that's all right.
Absolutely, that's what we do here. He turns around, kind of gives another look, and goes to the back.
This town is not for you.
The door opens like very harshly as somebody just like pushes their way through. They appear to already be well into the evening. They push through. You can see a group.
This is what's going on, Mark Twain.
You see another group of people kind of pushing in behind them. This one kind of stands out because you do see two dwarves in among the crowd. They push in and they kind of noisily take two tables and shove them together and put chairs around it.
So does this place get a little more lively as the night goes on, or what?
Usually.
Can I like insight this? Or do I have to?
Make an insight check.
16.
They're uncomfortable. They definitely don't want you there.
Well, I mean,
Natural 20 would have been great. Go the fuck away.
maybe I'll have to talk to some of the more rambunctious guys. You two seem a little withheld, I suppose.
I guess you could say that, yeah?
Well, enjoy the drinks as they come, I guess. I'm gonna go back to my square.
Alright, you have a good night. As a cross.
Keep on carpentering your carpentry work.
Just keep on with, they look over at Karadok. Whatever it is that you do.
Mercenary work. And then I'll walk away.
Yeah, odd jobs, right.
That's what a 1 on perception and persuasion looks like, even when you don't roll the dice.
This is what it looks like when I try to hit on girls at the bar in real life.
It's sad.
So yeah, he'll head back and then kind of regather his confidence towards the dwarves. This seems slightly more impaired, so.
Okay.
That's racist.
You go walking over that way. You can hear the guy come out of the back with the drinks, go put them on the table. It's a very hushed conversation that takes place by the booth. You go walking over. The crowd's gathered around the table. They're all talking loudly. The one guy's like waving his hand at the guy as he comes out of the back. You go over, and the two dwarves are kind of sitting with all the tables around here, and where they push them together, there's kind of that awkward little corner piece, and they're kind of pushed into that area.
How's it going?
Hey!
You guys seem like
I don't know you.
I don't know you either, but the name's Azencroft.
Gerald.
Nice to meet you, Gerald.
Yeah.
What about you, friend? I'll look at the other one.
You look at the other one, a woman.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, did you just assume it's gender?
I called it a friend.
She reaches out her hand, Devin.
Devin? Nice to meet you too. You have any other friends swinging by for the night, or just enjoying the Devin?
Oh, everybody here is friends. Don't you worry, it's a friendly place.
Oh yeah, you guys regulars?
Oh, every night, yep.
I can't. So far, everyone I've talked to seems to be really quiet around here. I can't seem to get a party out of anyone.
At this point, the guy laughs. He's just like, "Yeah, I don't know why that would be."
I want to have a good time and enjoy myself with some people, and everyone's always so hesitant to talk.
Yeah, well, you know, talk is cheap. You know, it's free. Anybody can have it. Just pull up a chair.
Care if I get my squire to join?
Yeah, more the merrier.
Wave Taradok over.
Young man in training. I'm sure he needs a drink.
Let's get the bird drunk. I'll wave Taradok
He
over.
comes walking over. The guy's kind of like back and like shouting at his friend across the table. And he turns back and, oh, hey, who's this?
That is Taradok Bride Talon, the squire himself.
Oh, this is the squire. Yeah. Okay.
He doesn't do much talking. I don't really know that he can. So what kind of work do you guys do around here? You locals or just traveling through?
We're locals. We work here.
Just work?
Seems to have missed your question completely.
I'm just coming through to do a little traveling myself, so I don't really know. Is this the nicest bar around? Most lively one?
Oh, this is the best bar. This is the only one that you can come to.
I heard there were some good stories coming through here.
Well, we try to tell some good stories.
Did you pride yourself on your stories or what?
Well, I'm not much of a storyteller. I don't talk that much, but you'll see some guys in here. Yeah.
How about you, Daphne?
Well, I'm not into telling stories. It's more of their thing. They like to boast and tell you who's the best at doing stupid things. But yeah, you'll hear some good stories in here.
Well, how would I grab you guys a couple drinks?
Hey, drinks.
That
And you can
sounds-
see the other guy turns around again and he's waving at the guy. The bartender comes hustling over and is like, yes, round for everybody, I assume. Hey! He goes back. Doesn't take him very long. He's got drinks out. You can see he brings drinks for everybody and then leaves some extras in the middle of the tables.
So I'll start drinking a little bit.
You start drinking.
And then
You see
fire.
Gerald kind of steps into his drink. Devin just knocks two back right away.
Oh my.
So the rest of the humans around the table, they're laying into their drinks pretty heavily right away.
Bet you guys could have drink me. I'll look at
I should
Devin.
think so. Yeah, what we do?
So what we do.
So this is
so
where
awkward.
brewers come to buy.
So what made you guys come to the town in the first place?
Yeah, well, it's not always easy being, out of the stone, but this city kind of looks around at the walls. It's close enough, I guess.
Yeah. So you've been here for a while. Huh?
Yeah, quite a few years.
I don't know if I could do it. I like the look of the town, but people just, like I said, so quiet.
Yeah, well, you just clearly not talking to the right people.
Apparently not. Gotta find me some of the right people, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess you should. I don't know where they'd be, but there might be some of them in this town,
Well, I guess I got Lindy here. Maybe I'll just have to wait until the night goes on a little bit. Maybe some of those
Big
stories.
cheer goes up from the table as the door opens again, and you can see more people piling in. Most of them, again, human. There is another dwarf among the crowd. You do see a few half-elves that are kind of coming in at this point. Kind of following this group in as this group kind of gathers around these tables, more tables are being pushed around. You can see another small group of 3 men come in. They look a little more serious. They're wearing leather armor. You can see leather bracers on all of them. Slightly different clothing underneath. One of them's actually wearing a small helmet. They come walking in, kind of look around, and go and sit at the bar.
Okay. You see those guys stop in often, or
Oh yeah, well, you see all kinds of soldier folk come through here.
they the friendly type, or?
Good. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Tough to tell.
Okay.
But you look like a big lad, and he claps you on the arm. I think you'll be fine.
We'll see. I hope you guys enjoy the drinks. I might talk to you again in a little bit.
You hear that, boys? He said enjoy the drinks. He pounds the table. They all start chugging. More drinks are coming out as people are like gathering around filling this area.
You know what's sad? These would usually be your people.
Yeah. I know they would, but
Why you so
I
off the game?
I need answers.
Normally it's us getting the answers to these parties. Now he's on his own. He's gonna do it.
So yeah, I'll walk over to the bar then. I'll take a seat beside those guys,
Okay, you sit down.
and I'll bring Taranok with me.
Teriyaki sits on the stool beside you, looks around, and then starts spinning around on the stool.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, well, good enough, I guess.
Not sounding too bad. So I've been talking to lots of people here. I mean, I'm new in town, but none of them seem to be wearing any sort of armor like that.
Yeah, well, a lot of the guards around here, they prefer the steel.
So I'm taking your guards then?
No, the guards wear steel. I mean, I just said that.
You said most of them. You could be the exception, who knows?
Oh, man.
Hang in there, buddy.
So what kind of work do you do then?
Well, soldiering.
Pretty honorable work, I suppose.
You can see him, like, look over at the other one just looks back at him.
Well, I mean, if I'm making you uncomfortable, I suppose I could always leave. Just I heard this place was good to chat with some folk. I've yet to encounter that though.
No, down like this, nobody really wants to talk. But hey, if you're talking about leaving, yeah. Bartender comes by, constricts in front of him.
It's a pretty harsh way of saying things.
Hey man,
I try to be
we got
nice.
some time off. We just want to sit and have a quiet drink. We don't need any of them wandering over here and bothering us.
Well, I hope that drink stays quiet for you, and I'll walk away.
Thank you.
Then I'll just sit back at the
You guys sit at the table.
no.
Paradise.
I'm
Where?
just gonna sit in my booth.
The table that you were originally sitting at.
Oh.
There's a table up
I
there.
thought it was a booth.
Because you wanted to be by the door.
Yeah, okay. I'll sit back at the table then. I'll just kind of slowly drink.
Pterodactyl's spitting on the street.
Yeah, you can do his own thing.
It's gonna be the dizziest person.
Alright, you sit there. It continues to fill in. Most of the people that come in here look pretty calm and ready just to have a good night. You do see more and more of what are clearly soldiers or mercenaries of some kind, wearing different types of armor. Some of them are wearing heavier metal armor. More of them are wearing the leather armor. They do wear their weapons openly. Some of them are jovial and join in with the crowd, some of them don't. But the bar as a whole fills in and it just gets loud with conversation.
I'll let that go for a little bit, and then probably wait till there's a table that's just nice and drunk that I might be able to sneak up on.
Sneak up on.
Yeah.
At
Well, I mean,
this-
I can't do it like I can't just approach them because I'm an animal and a monster.
So sneaking up on them is definitely gonna have the positive outcome.
Yes.
A lot of tables and booths at this point are well into the evening and having a good time.
I'm probably an armored group then specifically.
Okay. You're looking for one that's been heavily drinking as opposed to one that seems a little more serious?
Not necessarily heavily drinking. Like I don't want them to be hammered, but a group that's with the crowd, like more openly talking and not just hiding by the bar angrily.
Okay. You see, there's a group of men. One has metal scale mail on. The two men flanking him, they have leather armor on. One of them's studded. They're kind of sitting down at the edge of one table and they're just talking to some different people who seem to be listening intently.
I'll walk over them, take a seat near them.
You walk over. He's just finishing his story. He's like, "Yeah, and I couldn't get the blood out." And everybody kind of laughs.
Oh, did I just miss the good story?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
That's one of my better ones.
is that the guy with the scale mail?
No, it's the guy who just studied it.
I've been trying to catch a couple stories, but no one else seems to be talking around here. I guess I've just been sitting at the wrong place, apparently.
Well, I guess you sit by yourself in a booth, you're not going to hear much.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. So what other kind of stories you guys got? Look like the soldier type.
Well, we get around, do our share of this and that. Maybe you want to hear about the time we had to venture into the Redwood. That was interesting.
I mean, I'm thinking about heading there myself, so I love that idea.
Oh, well, I can't recommend it, friend. There's countless dangers in there. It's not a good place to go to.
I mean, I've felled my fair share of beasts, so I'm not too worried.
Not like this, friend. These beasts, you don't know. I mean, what's left over after the Great War and all that. And it's, we were in there chasing down a rogue witch who made her way into town and caused some problem. But, once you go in, people don't come back out of there. At least not the way they went in.
Any other kind of encounters you guys see while you're there? Or?
Oh, it's the silliest of things. I mean, we went in with, 10, 12, 18 men, and we came out just the 3 of us, but, some of the creatures in there, like this one, it blended in with everything. You didn't even see it until it was on top of you. The giant, you just saw the eyes of it glaring down at you. Couldn't see anything else, and then all of a sudden it just uncoiled and came down, and poor Bill, man, didn't have a chance, just curled around him and crushed him alive. That was our first kill in the Redwood.
That's impressive.
Yep, it must have been 40 feet long, and on fire.
I've heard about those. I've been thinking about trying to catch me one myself.
Catch one? Ugh, I don't know how you would. You're a big fellow, but I can't imagine you wrestling one of those down.
I don't know either. The fire kind of tends to make it rough, but I think I'll be able to figure it out.
Well, I wish you luck, but probably shouldn't go in there, man. Like I said, the things in there. There's this other thing. We thought it was a troll at first, but it just like 4, 6, 8 arms, and just these horrible claws on each hand. This second head on it that had these horrible fangs. We lost 3 in that fight. The thing just kept getting back up. Don't go into the Redwood, man. There's nothing for you there.
Go in there, it's nothing but treasure. You lied to me.
It's their hideout.
I heard about a beast that just eats people alive. It was apparently you can't even see it coming. It's supposed to be invisible.
Invisible?
Yeah.
We kind of look at each other. I don't know, that sounds pretty ridiculous.
I don't know, I haven't seen it myself, but I'm interested in finding out.
Can't wait till I see the invisible creature.
No, I can't say we've seen anything like that.
I think that's the point.
No.
Kind of look at each other. Yeah.
So I noticed you got some of that scaly armor there.
You say that to his friend? Yeah, well, pretty common in this town. They like making it.
I was seeing some of it in the shops. I kind of like the look of it, but how sturdy do you find it? I mean, I'm more of a chainmail kind of guy, but
It works pretty similar to the chain.
a little more expensive, or?
A little more expensive. I like the protection better. I mean, you got chain, you got holes in it. It seems ridiculous. This is covered.
Looks nice.
Yeah, well, that's not really the point of it, is it?
Well, I mean, well made. Sorry. Well,
Oh,
blacksmith.
well, of course. Good smiths here. Virgil, go see him.
Spoke to him earlier, actually. He's a good guy.
Yeah, well, talk to him.
I think I sold him an axe I had made before. Seemed to like the look of it, so.
I would see him up his alley.
Yeah. So, can I offer you guys a drink, or?
Hey, you won't say no if you want to buy us a drink.
Yeah, I'd like to hear a couple more stories if you guys got them. I'll be sticking around for a bit, so may as well share a couple brew.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd like to hear a couple stories if you got some yourself, friend. Going around talking about wrestling 40-foot snakes.
Got a couple good ones. I mean, there was a newspaper that was released in Valendale a while ago of me taking out a fire elemental, but that was nothing too spectacular.
Fire elemental. How'd you measure that one?
Well, I mean, beat the crap out of it enough times and it gives up hope.
Really? You just beat it down.
Beat
Pick
the
your weapon to
hope.
fire.
Well, you gotta put a chest on it afterwards to secure it. Once you see, you beat it and then it goes into a little ball. Then you beat it again and it goes into a little ball and it comes back out. So you gotta seal it so it stops releasing itself.
See the third guy like, I don't know, that sounds kind of far-fetched to me.
I'll take out the little news article, slap it on the table.
You need that brain.
I've only got like 14 copies of this paper. I need that one back.
They take a look at it. hands it down. They all have a look at it.
Oh.
Hey, not saying you didn't fight fires in the forest, but there's a little difference between putting out some forest fires and fighting, something made of fire.
I get what you mean, but I mean, if you read it, it talks about how the Mage Guild released some kind of elemental.
Yeah, I don't know about all these, castery types. Like I said, we went looking for this witch, and they do some horrible things. I mean, she certainly set the woods on fire trying to get away.
Can't always trust those witchery folks.
Yeah, you can't trust any of them witchery folks. Tricksters and liars, a lot of them. Just out for themselves, causing damage and harm.
Cheers to that one.
Cheers. Can't believe they let them all in the capital like they did. That's just asking for trouble, yeah.
I guess they got their own section though, so.
Yeah, they gotta keep them to themselves, keep them away from regular folk.
Oh, wow.
So I guess-
I'm so glad I'm not there. That would.
That's another good story. There was another time. You guys know the Hunter's Lodge up in Nestleton?
You freaking promised
I
me.
can't say I heard it. You heard it?
Because of how half
Third guy and just yeah, I know of it.
It's not really how
Yeah, I managed to kill a monster and they loved it so much they wanted to hang it on their wall. Made me remember. That was pretty cool. That's what the shield's made out of.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this killer. Let me see that.
Shit.
That's it. You can see like all the other people who are gathered around are listening intently. They're kind of like looking. One guy kind of reaches out when you put it on the table and like touches it.
It was a giant bug. That was part of its arm. It was like a giant weird claw. So I got one of the blacksmiths to fashion it together.
Yeah, it's kind of hold the end of it. Like, yeah, I can believe that. That's interesting for sure. You say you made this?
No. I've never worked with this kind of material. It was a girl up in Nestleton, Natalia.
You see the guy with the leather amulet. Oh yeah, Natalia.
Oh!
She even, you see at the bottom there how it hooks. Sharp. You can use it during a fight. There aren't many shields on the market you can just buy like that, but you give it a good enough swing and you'll do damage.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting take on the shield. I mean, it doesn't take you out of using it for what it's supposed to be for, though, eh? You're too busy trying to claw people's faces with your fancy shield and, take one in the ribs.
I mean, I could definitely take one in the ribs and still be fine, but I tend to use it properly. It's a shield first and foremost.
Glad to hear it. Too many people get a little cocky, start swinging their shield around, thinking it's an extra weapon in the offhand. And yeah. Well, poor Jeremy.
I'm just waiting for
I love you guys.
So what else do you guys got then? I'll just kind of like keep chatting about it.
They'll talk back and forth with you. They tell you different stories about other areas. Everything seems to get pumped up. When they start talking about it, somebody will add on something else that it had. It's all their stories generally follow the same cliche of somebody died or some number of people died to this creature before they killed it. The crowd around them seems to love it. There's lots of drinks at the table. You guys all generally have a good time.
I'll keep up with that.
Yeah. So, you folk crafting stuff.
Yep.
Well into the evening, when you guys are bored and tired of watching him sew and stitch.
You'll have to show me how to stitch one time, Except without fabric, skin and muscle. I'm a medic in training. Why are you giving me that look? I actually am. I've healed plenty of people.
I can't teach you how to sew people. It's not the same.
It's the same thing.
It's not at all. Stay out of the medical field, please.
It's not exactly the same thing. I sew.
Sewing
people.
together muscle and sinew is not even remotely the same as sewing fabrics.
It looks like the same sort of motion. It's the same thing.
Sure. Ask a tailor to sew you up sometime. It won't go well.
All right, next time. I will.
You get like an item that like when I go down, it
Just saying,
automatically
it's much
not
more
yours.
complicated than you think.
I'll fight through it.
It's a lot more sewing.
You
Anyway.
require medical assistance.
I'm there!
Oh my god, we get a payback.
Right, well,
Yeah, you as you're talking, you're just working away. You don't stop. At this point, you guys do see it has been taking shape over the last few hours. The shape of the dress, including this very complicated back with these strings up this open back of the dress. It's starting to take a very nice shape in that you can see he's adding these red details all around it and up the back. Make one final check for
Come
finishing the
on, make up for it.
Yes. 22.
Nice. Yeah, so he's
Progressively
as
better.
he's working away, he's putting the final stitching around the edges, kind of just cleaning up any loose material, kind of looking it over, finding places where he'd like to add a little bit of detail, adjust a little bit of detail. And you can see when he finally finishes and holds it up, this beautiful black silky dress that kind of shimmers in the light as he moves it. Comes out very, very slim, coming up around open back. You can see along the skirt of the dress and up around the back these red flower pattern that goes up and around.
Ooh.
It's quite pretty actually. It does appear like something that a member of high society would wear to some important event.
Just like kind of crack his knuckles back. Alright, well, I've done my job. What do you think?
Do you need a model? You know?
Well, I'm already done.
I could try it on, make sure it's perfect. Alright! Turn around, boys! Turn around, turn around, turn around!
No, I'm just gonna like take it away.
Fine.
You break it, you bought it.
I won't break it. What are you saying?
I don't know.
I went for a run today and everything.
Go
How
take a bath.
dare you? A
That's
bath?
sweaty.
Yeah.
Rude.
I just made this, I'm sorry. We have to try and sell this. I'm broke.
Alright.
Let's
Alright.
pick up some of this. Like, are there like any scraps of fabric left on the ground?
Oh, there's lots of
Okay.
scraps.
I'll try and make like a choker out of them then, just to go with it.
Okay.
Just for shits.
Alright. It's pretty simple to
Yeah.
fold up, stitch it around. You have one of the leftover flowers that you add to it.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Well, it's a lot of delicate work.
Well, that turned out alright. Hopefully we can turn a bit of a profit off of this.
Seems a little more work to make something like that than shirts, huh?
Well, quite a bit more, but
Well,
So how do you sell it?
we'll have to find someone interested in buying anything out, and perhaps a shop that would buy it. We'll do that later. It's getting late, I assume, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty
I've
late.
been working at this forever.
You guys
so,
work right through dinner into the
We did? I missed dinner?
yeah, apparently.
Holy jeez.
Finley, I must admire your constitution. I mean, I've got a metal
It's a
hand.
team.
I've got a metal hand, and even my fingers would feel cramped after scissors and them that long.
No, this is my trade. I don't tend to take too much damage from it. I enjoy it quite a bit.
Mitch.
Stand down.
What do you say?
What's this dress missing?
Oh, it smells great.
Oh, okay. Anyway, what do you say we'll get something to eat?
Yeah.
Actually, perhaps not me. I'll have sleep for dinner.
I've got the meal at least. Come
Yeah,
on.
well-
No, you've
meal.
already paid for my raw materials.
Right, and I can't very well have you going hungry before you sell the damn thing.
I suppose. I'll just add that to my tab then.
Alright, dinner time.
I,
Alright, let's go get some food.
yes, right, dinner time.
Where are you leaving the dress?
Out of your reach.
I was just
she's
wondering.
taller than you.
Oh,
It's an
Ivan.
unfortunate truth. I'll just like put in the room, lock the door, and then go downstairs.
Damn you, Key. Such power you
Yeah.
have over me.
Anyway, to dinner.
Go downstairs.
You guys go down into the one hallway, across through the entryway. As you do so, you see the lady at the front. She kind of looks at you guys. There's a bit of a scowl of recognition, and like, sir. There's a gentleman earlier. They left for this for you.
Oh,
And she's holding the room key.
that seems odd. For
Apparently, it's for you and the gentleman in the suit.
Oh,
oh,
who left it?
Um,
Did he say his name?
I didn't get his name. Probably would have been good. I am sorry.
Did he know a spy name? Like our names?
Yes, he did.
It's one of our group.
large gentleman or just sort of a bit of a shorter one?
Shorter one.
Yeah.
No.
Kedrick left a room key. That's strange.
We
Did
only
he?
had one.
Hmm?
We only had one
One what?
key between us.
Yeah. Oh, well. Suppose he's out then. Probably.
Suppose,
Be
perhaps.
the same room that I had before, right?
Yeah.
But
Sure, it's fine.
alright, well, thank you.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I should have gotten his name for you.
Oh, it's
It's quite alright. It's quite alright.
have a good night then.
Yes, enjoy your evening.
Yeah. Shall we be off and get
Food!
Sit down, eat some food.
You guys can
Probably a
go on
bit
into
too
the-
late to try and.
Into the dining area. There's a few people in here, so it's fairly busy. You sit down. Easily enough, you guys can order food and drinks, whatever you want.
Is our good man working tonight?
Yep, Eric is working.
Eric, I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Eric.
I'm broke. He's probably like, yes, more gold. Oh no, he's broke. It was fun while it lasted. Never serves me again.
Friendship over.
So order food, tell them to order drinks if they want.
I'm fine. Just water for me.
Well, I mean, if we've got this key, I suppose that means Gedrick won't be playing funny business with anything you order tonight, Nadia.
I don't know where he is, but I suppose he's up to his own stuff. Maybe he just wanted me to have the room to myself.
Perhaps.
I mean, that's very gentleman of him.
Maybe he just needs some time to cool off. Seemed a little upset after Croft called him on his what did he call it again? Wizardry.
Something along those lines.
Anyway.
But, you know, those
He
two
doesn't
had
like that.
those two had words for each other that were a tad harsh.
Yeah, he got pretty pissed off first time I called him a mutt. And the second time.
Yeah. The second time.
It was a few times.
I see. Yeah, I can't imagine why you guys would call him that. That's very mean.
Well, to be fair, at least one time he did set a bar on fire.
Okay. Still wouldn't have called him a mutt. Perhaps an arsonist or an idiot, but not.
You didn't see the Hunter's Lodge.
Well, I told
You
him.
didn't see what happened that one night.
No, I didn't. But I'd love to hear the story.
I can't explain it, honestly. He was howling and
I thought he was more of a cat, not a dog.
we never know really.
No.
Might be some bear.
Sometimes he's a bear. It's just we don't
Pretty much
know.
just a big dog.
Cats are dogs, right?
Bears are dogs.
Seems alright.
Yeah.
Something with a cat in it. Or
Burning
something.
down a
So.
tavern, though, that's strange.
Well, not the whole thing. It was,
So what led to him burning this place down?
we got in a bar fight, decided to breathe fire on the folks.
He can breathe fire.
Well, he's got the scaly dragon face, you know.
I didn't. Oh my goodness! Remind me not to piss him off or bring him anywhere near my materials.
Yeah, that's,
He also set the Hunter's Lodge on fire though too. Remember, because he couldn't see things.
right. It was dark, so he tried to
So
light
he
it
just,
up.
yeah, that happened too.
Claimed something about an assassin. Did
Yeah.
have a lot of holes in him. But I'm inclined to believe him on that one.
Okay. We'll have to bring our own sources of light then.
Yeah, I've usually got that pretty well covered.
Okay. Other than that, he seems alright.
Yeah, when he's not acting like a mutt.
Glad he's not here to hear that. Anyway,
Huh.
shall we enjoy our meal? Thank you again.
Cheers!
Yes, cheers.
Cheers.
And we'll just enjoy each other's company.
Yeah. You guys spend the evening just kind of talking, enjoying yourselves.
Absolutely.
Kevin, what do you do?
I'd be heading back to the. Would I've been getting back earlier?
Yeah, what do we do?
Right, I'd head in, check the bar area. Oh, before I head in, myself.
Okay.
Kind of make myself like a chubby guy.
Alright.
And head in and check the bar area.
Okay.
Is any of them in there or no?
No.
I'd quickly just order food.
Okay.
And then take it up to my room.
Alright.
And then I'd just kind of chill there for the night. I'd eat that. Probably try the Danish. See where else they added in there.
Okay. There's a few different pastries in there, just assorted things.
And I'd just kind of chill out for the night.
You know, you don't have to attempt to become the chubby guy.
The moment I got my room, I would have just felt that. But I'm just really just gonna probably sit in my room bored, just reading a book.
Okay. It's all really well made. You really enjoy the food that you got from the bakery. You sit, read a book, enjoy yourself for the evening. Howden, you are enjoying the evening, swapping stories with a few fellow mercenaries or odd jobbers.
Mm-hmm. So is the table I'm sitting at particularly crowded with other people as well? Then, like you were saying.
The whole place is packed.
Okay. I wouldn't notice anyone that would No, I know I wouldn't, but I wouldn't notice any Magtherion symbols lying around, even tucked on someone's side or.
Make an investigation check.
Fairly, yeah, no. 4.
Nothing stands out.
So, what brings you guys to the town then?
Oh, well, like I said, we're dealing with some stuff in the Redwood.
So you just got back from there?
Yeah, not too long ago, I guess. Would have been a couple of weeks now. Gotta rest after those events. Take some time to ourselves. More in the head. All that stuff.
Yeah, you deserved it. So, how are you guys noticing this town? I mean, everyone's so goddamn quiet.
Yeah, well, when people aren't quiet, they poke into your business and bother you.
Yeah. But compared to everywhere else, I mean, I'm sure you guys have been to Valendale.
Oh yeah, we've been through the capital.
You can talk to people all the time there.
Yeah, well, that's not always a good thing.
I guess I'm just the social type.
Seems that way.
Social dragonfly.
The other guy, yeah, strange too, seeing one of your type being so social and, getting involved with people.
I like to talk to people. I mean, don't understand why the others don't. Guess they get, people don't treat them the same way.
Yeah, well, it's hard to look a lion, dragon, bear man in the face and not treat them differently, I guess.
Man, they're only people.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably why people are so quiet here, though. Heard there was lots of religious talk. I mean, they get treated pretty much worse than we do, I suppose.
You say that, and everything around you gets quiet.
Oh.
I'm gonna get killed.
You hear the sounds of the bar around. People who didn't hear your comment are still just going on. There's still that loud dim in the bar, but all the people immediately around you just kind of go quiet. All the laughter stops. They're all kind of just watching you for a second. The guy in the scale armor kind of leans back, looks around a little bit, I don't know much about religion or any of that stuff. This part of the world, I guess, part of the history, the Redwood and the Great War and all that. But you don't really hear about any of that stuff in Oxborough, really. You can kind of see everybody relax a little bit and go back to what they're doing.
No, I haven't heard anything. I mean, I heard they don't get treated as well. I don't know. I think everyone should get treated the same. I guess.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine that you'd find any of those types here. I mean, the Laren Empire has been pretty clear that stuff is is outlaw, and I can't imagine that there'd be any in this town.
Yeah. I mean, so what do you guys take on the whole thing then? I mean, in the capital itself, there's a whole quarter for mages, but they don't really like the religious types. I just can't tell the difference. I don't know.
Friend, I'm trying to help you here. Just, you're digging in the wrong direction. Everybody is silent around you again, just watching you.
I don't know. I guess you guys just got me a loss. I don't understand these social matters. Just try to have a good time. That's all.
Yeah, so just have a good time, man. Don't worry about the details. Enjoy it.
Who cares about the details?
Exactly.
Cheers.
Cheers. Like sloshes all over the table.
So if you guys ever drank out of a bowl, oh my god.
No.
Scene missing.
A bowl, you say?
It's an old thing I used to do back in Valendale. I haven't had many friends to share the idea with, but you get a wooden bowl, put a hole right in the middle. Can hold 2 beers, sometimes 3, depends on the bowl. You get someone to sit back, just like this, and you hold the bowl above their head. Then you keep pouring beers in until they can't drink anymore.
To be able to drink more beer
Faster. I've seen a man
Oh,
drink.
hey, Daniel! And he has to shout for a while because it's so loud here. Daniel! Eventually, you see the poor guy who's trying to keep up with everybody come busting over. Hey, we need a wooden bowl and a knife.
Oh my god.
You know what?
No.
Forget that. He pulls out his sword, just like stabs it into the table. Wooden bowl! The guy bustles away. Like a minute later, comes back with the bowl, hands it to him. Alright. Okay, everybody settle down.
Serial
Settle down.
Choose the adventure.
He puts the bowl down. Alright. Now how do you put a hole in it?
Well, I mean, before I used to just stab it. There's a better way. Can I use the sword?
You gotta like move it, hands it to you.
So I'll kind of slam it in, not all the way through the bowl. I'll try to just like get it dug in, and then I'll just try to twist it a little bit to get the wood out.
The bowl starts to twist with you.
I'll grab it.
You work at it for a while, everybody kind of watching. There's a lot of whispering around. There's some laughter. You work it. Eventually you manage to make a fairly nice hole in the bowl.
Ah! So who's first?
Guy in Skillman, like, looks left, right. Slaps the guy in the leather armor. And in there. Alright. How do we do this?
So you're gonna have to take a seat, and we're gonna need a couple beers up front.
Yeah, I'm already in the seat, friend.
But yeah. So tilt your head back, and I'm gonna need everyone else here. While he's doing it, we gotta cheer him on. You gotta yell, "Bull! Bull! Bull! Bull!" Alright?
You get like a couple people right as soon as you start the chant, they're like, "Bull! Bull!" Oh, not yet. Okay, we got it. Yeah.
You with the studded, wanna hold it for him?
Yeah, he comes over.
Alright, everybody. And I pour the first one in to start pouring it. Bull! Bull! And then I'll just keep dumping them as he's
The
going.
people in the immediate vicinity start chanting, "Bull! Bull! Bull! Bull!" As that picks up, more and more people around start hearing this chant and not realizing what's happening. The whole bar just slowly starts to join in until like you can just hear it reverbing off of these wooden walls. It gets really loud to the point where you're just almost deafened by this chant. And you can see more people kind of pushing in and pressing in. The people at the table are now like pressed up against the table and uncomfortable. You start pouring it in. It swirls around. It's going down. He's drinking.
Next one.
Then you just start grabbing it. People start handing you mugs.
Yeah.
Constitution checks.
Yeah, he's going. He's spilling a bit, but he's going.
As long, until he stops, he's getting the ball.
That's how he makes
I say after 4, I'd limit him if he can get that many down.
Yeah, he gets 4 down.
Alright.
Wow.
It was slow, but he did it. Who's next?
You take away and like comes out and wipes off. Yeah.
That was pretty.
You see like a bunch of people like, and they're all like pushing it around.
Alright, so I'm actually just gonna take a seat.
You take a seat. The bowl is taken from you, and it's got a life of its own at this point.
No! No, my ball!
You're sitting down, and it's like just being brought around, and various people are just being like forced into chairs.
Well, the legend of the bowl goes on, so.
You can hear the cheers start up in the corner again.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
And soon around town, there's a 6th religious symbol written. The symbol of the bowl.
I was thinking of him being like the next mayor or
The
something.
Super Bowl.
Oh my god.
The holy ball. Perfect for a religious town. So yeah, I'll just keep chatting with them. I'm not gonna get anywhere with the religious talk, so.
Alright.
That's my night.
Okay. You know,
What happened to Daradog? You're such a bad dad.
He's in there somewhere.
Yeah, so it's lively, it's boisterous. It goes on well into the night. You do, as it gets later and later and earlier, people are starting to file out. People are being wheeled out. More than once, the Valerian Guard shows up, trying to settle the place down, and has to leave in frustration.
Yo, the police can't shut us down!
Eventually, you gotta get to the end of just like you're just in a complete haze. You're drunk. You're tired. You just need to get somewhere to lay down. At this point, it does dawn on you. You haven't seen Pterodon in a long time.
I'll start looking for him.
Okay, you look around. It's busy. There's lots of people. There's shouting. Make a perception check with disadvantage.
There's nothing but a pile of feathers.
You smell of chicken from the...
Hold on.
11. You don't notice him.
On the rotisserie, there's a hooded figure.
I'll walk over to the bar guy.
Okay, you push your way through the crowd to him.
Yeah. You seen the little feathered fella?
And he's just like constantly like pouring beers and putting them out. And
Alright, and I'll leave. I'll try to look for him outside.
Okay. You go out the front?
Yep.
Okay, you go out front. You can see a whole bunch of people out here just being loud and noisy. And you can see up the street there's like a small contingent of guards. They're kind of like standing around talking to each other, waiting. The people on the porch here have pipes and different things. They're smoking. They got all their beers out with them. And you look around. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
I guess I'd walk up to some of the guards that aren't in the giant pile. There's a couple. Or are they all together?
They're all together.
How many?
You notice 8.
Yeah, I guess I'll walk over.
Yeah, you walk over. As you walk over, a couple of them kind of like shift to a little bit more readiness.
Hey, how's it going? You guys haven't happened to see a little feathered fellow walking around, have you?
No, I can't say we have.
Well, thank you very much. I head back to the bar.
Back then.
Yeah.
You get your right. Damn. Box jabber every night.
I'll look for him. Like, I'll try to take a round, try to look around a little bit more, see if he's sitting anywhere I couldn't see before.
You push your way through the bar and around.
Confident he's not there. Yeah, I'll start wandering the streets then.
Okay. So you go out and start wandering the streets.
Yeah.
Make a investigation check.
He's probably back in the tavern.
Yeah.
4, 3.
Yeah, you wander around looking for him. There's almost nobody on the streets at this point. Very rare to see anybody out here.
I'll keep wandering around, slowly make my way back to the end.
You wander around for a little while, and you're stopped by a patrol of guards. They want to know what you're doing out at night, wandering around.
The little feathered fella, he's about this tall.
Where are you staying?
I tell them where I am staying.
Crystal water.
The crystal water.
They kind of give you a look. Yeah, okay, friend. Come with us. We'll get you home.
Do I seem trustworthy?
Insight check with disadvantage.
Your poor judgment.
You're drunk and your inhibitions are gone.
3.
3. Yeah, these guys are gonna take you home. They know where to tear it up.
Nice, perfect. So thank you for keeping them safe for me. And
Yeah, of course. That's why we're here. We keep you guys safe.
I'm looking for that guy for a little while now. I lost him at the bar. I mean, he's my squire.
Yep, of course. I mean, that's why we came by to look after him.
So what did you find? Was he in the streets of the bar, or did he make his way back home?
Yeah, he was in the bar.
Ah, I didn't even see you guys in there.
Yeah, well,
Must
it
have
was,
been partying too hard.
yeah, it was pretty busy in there.
Ah, yeah, that's all. Heard you. There were some stories in the bar. I went there looking to hear a couple tales.
Oh, I'm sure you told a couple too as well.
You guys got any good tales?
No, I'm afraid guard work isn't all that exciting.
I'll tell you about the newspaper.
I'm more of a mercenary type of guy.
No, you get a few of those through here. One of the guys on the other side is like, you have a right to be silent, right?
Yeah, I have the right to talk too. Present be the Valerian Empire.
You just continue talking to them through the streets. They end up leading you to a large building. It's got a large yard out behind it. They lead you up the steps.
Does this look like a military building?
Make intelligence check with disadvantage.
Oh, god damn it,
Is
a
it
19
blue?
and a 2.
This is your brain. This is your brain on bold.
It looks like a very large inn. Pretty fancy. 3 stories high. Big courtyard out back.
Alright.
Pretty sure you were staying at a fancy place.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for bringing me to Terradoc.
Hey, no problem. We'll get you to your room. No problem, man.
Yeah, walk in.
They take you in. They end up leading you to a row of cells.
Drunk
There's a small bed that kind of juts out from the wall.
Hey, this isn't my inn.
Oh no, this is your room. You booked it with us.
What do you think you're talking about?
Oh, don't worry about it, friend. You take a little bit of nap there in your room, and we'll sort out what you owe us in the morning.
I'm just gonna
And they walk away and leave.
Well, I mean, I would probably have done this before they put me in the cell. I'm resisting arrest, goddammit.
Okay, make an athletics check with disadvantage.
Wait.
As you end up in the row of cells, you stop and try to fight back.
Athletics with disadvantage?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, you start to pull away. What is it? The first guy grabs you, and you actually overpower him. The guy behind you grabs you and just starts pushing you. Your feet are dug in, but you're just sliding across the stone. And he slides you towards the shell and shoves you inside.
Oh, remember your face.
Yeah, well, you've had a lot to drink, sir. I don't think you will.
You're probably right. Let's go sleep.
The smaller guy kind of chuckles and they walk away. Alright, so everybody goes to sleep in their respective rooms.
Wait. You following me?
Don't touch the dress.
I won't touch it.
I would assume so.
Okay.
Home sweet arc welded home.
Yeah. Everybody goes to bed in their respective rooms of choice. Let's call a break there. We'll pick it up when you guys get up in the morning. Quick 5 minutes, guys. New drinks, bathroom. We'll be right back.
Yay! to just duct tape this shit.
And we're back.
And we're back. Yay.
Hopefully you had time to use the restroom, fill your drink, get some snacks.
We did.
Some cinnamon rolls.
People look good.
Finish.
So, next morning, those of you at the inn, you wake up.
Alright.
Go about his morning preening.
Nah. Why you get up so early for all that stuff?
I'm an early riser. What a lovely day.
Kyle Finley. Yeah.
Suppose I'll go see if anyone else is awake.
Does he leave the room?
Goes to see if anybody else is awake.
Where's that dress?
I swear to Christ. I swear to all the gods I don't worship. If you ruin
It's
that
not
dress,
gonna hurt just trying on the dress.
oh my god, I'll kill you.
It's okay, I suck.
I
I got a 3.
It doesn't matter. It's in the room. You saw him put it there. It's in the wardrobe.
Oh, I would like to try on the dress. Carefully.
How tall is your character?
She's
Short.
5'4".
Okay. The dress is slightly long for you, but not terribly. It fits okay. It's not a great fit.
Looks pretty good. I'd like to also put my hat on and just kind of walk around a little. Oh, Ivan! Oh my, don't. It looks alright.
Is anyone else awake when I was going to look for anyone? Or like going to see if anyone else was stirred?
You go
Up in the
down.
morning.
Azencroft doesn't appear to be awake yet. You go. Are you knocking on the doors?
Yeah, might as well.
So you knock the door.
Yeah.
You hear the knock.
What's up?
Oh, good morning. Have I woke you up? Oh, good.
Not quite out of bed yet.
Fair enough. Well, I was thinking when you're ready, we can perhaps have some breakfast and then see if we could sell our creation here.
I'll need to take care of that. Might as well keep an eye open for more of those signs while we're around town. Maybe get some more answers on that end.
Yes, of course.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we'll have to head to the mayor's office either today or soon.
Yeah, I'll meet you downstairs. I'm just gonna go pack up the dress.
Yeah, smart.
You wouldn't have heard me from down the
I
hall.
know, I'm gonna still pretend play.
God, so I'll go back to the room.
Start getting ready.
Okay. So you come back to the room. She's standing in the dress, in her hat, in front of the mirror against the wardrobe, just like.
What are you doing?
Oh my! Oh, this is awkward.
It's like turn around. Get changed now.
Alright, alright. It looks great. You did a great job.
Thank you. Please do not rip it. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I will get changed. You just leave the door open or whatever. That's sure. Whatever.
He's just not looking, just like trying not to like die of a heart attack.
Okay. Take a few minutes and get changed. Put it back into the wardrobe.
I'd like fold it nicely. Yep. Like
He's
it.
gonna like
It was,
fix
it
it.
was hanging in the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, I folded it.
He's gonna fix it, get all the wrinkles out of it, hang it back up.
Okay.
You did a great job. It looks great.
Thank you.
I will help
Please,
push
please never
your
touch it
sale of
again.
it. Yep. Okay. Lesson learned.
She has no boundaries.
I'll meet you downstairs.
No, we can go together.
No, you go first, I insist.
No, you go first.
Canadian stand-up.
Alright, you win this time.
Thank you.
Alright.
He's gonna walk away. He's gonna see like a visible full side twitch.
Alright, I'll go downstairs.
Okay. You're headed downstairs for your morning?
Yep.
Okay. What are you doing?
When we get up, I'll have some pastries. Why not?
What's that?
I'll have some pastries for breakfast because they're just gonna go bad soon.
You have some leftover pastry?
Yeah.
Not as good as the fresh Danish you had yesterday, but they're still pretty good the day after.
Fair enough.
Excuse me.
I'm going off, but just
Are you writing that down?
get ready
Damn right.
You don't need to write that down.
myself, and then I'd head down.
Okay. Find a table by yourself.
I wouldn't be going to Twitter, just check to see if anything's in there, and then head out into town.
Okay. You go down. You see the three of them sitting at a table having breakfast.
Go.
We look like we're having fun and you're missing out.
Do I notice anybody wearing exactly what Yedrick wears wandering around?
Are you looking for that?
Make an intelligence check.
I mean,
Might
he is
catch
your
my eye.
roommate.
You have a fairly distinctive outfit. What check, sorry? Intelligence?
Intelligence.
14.
14. Rolled.
Stealth?
Yeah, stealth
We'll
it.
call it a deception check.
Ooh.
15.
No, nothing stands out to you. You're just sitting there enjoying your coffee.
That's true. I would be.
Coffee.
Where are you headed?
Not sure, really. He's just heading up.
Start wandering around town.
Yeah, to like find his purpose.
Okay. The three of you sitting down, having your morning coffee, tea, breakfast.
Probably discussing where we'd be going to think about selling this, whether we're, I don't know Oxborough, he does.
I would be offering my help.
Once I got away from the inn, I would to the side street. So.
Maybe ask to see the book that he's got about the notes on the symbols around town.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
No.
So show him my notebook and put a couple of things.
Spend the morning getting information like that, and then head out.
Alright. You're headed.
Probably do like some sort of clothing retailer or something like that first. Be easier.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Oh God! If only my intelligence stats weren't so poopy. It's yeah. 9.
9. It takes you a while. You know the city a little bit better though. Eventually you do find one tailor that you remember seeing in town.
Okay.
You go in. They have a few different things pre-made and on display. A few racks of clothing. Fairly empty shop.
Okay.
You can see the gentleman standing behind a counter at the back. Fairly tall, thin, black hair pulled into a ponytail behind him.
Okay. Hello, sir.
Yes.
I've made something. I was wondering if you'd be interested in purchasing it.
Well, that's kind of
It's
odd.
it's an evening dress. Not
Well,
sure.
I
I don't
mean-
have a shop in town.
I'm a tailor myself, so
Indeed. That's fair. Perhaps take a look at it and you'll decide then.
all right. Well, let's have a look.
Let's bust out the dress.
Bust out the dress.
Do you need me to hold it? It's a little long for you.
Yes, please.
You hold up. Kind of looks at it for a minute. I make my own clothing. It's kind of odd that I would buy it from another.
Fair enough.
But it's so beautiful. If I had the money, I would buy it myself.
You're a liar.
I guess it's not really the style that's in right now. I guess just as one tailor to another, I'll 30 gold. I'll take it.
It's a bit more than what you spent on making it.
Unless you know of another reseller. I
Mm,
don't know what
perhaps.
the going price for much of this is now.
Do you know anyone that's looking for a dress of this sort of make?
I'm not sure. It really depends on the situation. That you might find some lady that has some function or another.
That makes sense.
We're looking for anything down?
Where would be a good place for me to show it off? And perhaps I could attract a customer that way.
In a shop.
Well, thank you. I meant aside from that.
It's can't say in any of my years as a tailor I've been selling clothing door to door.
No, that makes sense.
Usually something like this, I guess, would be at a request from someone.
Of course.
Not sure
Well,
what
perhaps
to tell you.
we'll look around a bit more, but if we find nothing, then we'll take you up on your offer.
Yes, well,
Well, thank you very much.
He's like, good luck.
Yeah, probably.
We didn't
We
think
got
this through.
25 gold, right?
Alright, so I guess we move on. Perhaps like go to like Central or something.
I'd slow us up a little bit if we're traveling quite a bit, trying to peek for any of the symbols along the way.
Oh
Okay.
my
Match them up to
goodness.
the books that he's
make
got.
an investigation check.
Both of us or just them?
If you're looking for the symbols.
I guess I'd help him out. 13.
20, not natural.
Okay. Yeah, you see lots of different ones, especially using his notes.
Hmm.
They're a lot more common than it would at first appear. Especially down here, it seems that almost every store has one somewhere.
Are there any marked by Vecna?
You do actually find one marked with the hand with the eye.
Hmm. Is it one
It's
shop?
a small armor shop.
Hmm. Isn't this the one that people told us to avoid?
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
Shall we go have a look?
Well, we'll come back, point it out, I think. We're still on the hunt for a reseller for that, isn't it? And I somehow
Yes,
don't
that's
think whoever's in there is looking for steel to turn aside a sword. Or silk, rather.
Fair enough. Perhaps we should see about getting into contact with wealthier people.
Hmm.
Some manner of way.
So we're just gonna go to the wealthier part of the town and
Well, I don't plan on knocking on any doors. I don't see it being
proclaim out to the world
met well.
about the dress.
Perhaps
All
a
right, we'll
makeshift
try that.
sign of some sort.
Dress for sale.
I did not really think this through.
All the respect I haven't had for you is just.
Yeah.
I didn't think this through. I'm sorry. No.
Hmm. Well, we at least have a way out, if nothing else, so all things considered, it could be a lot worse.
Very well could be.
But, yeah.
You're gonna give up? We can't give up yet.
Sorry.
I didn't, but what's
Let's
up?
go to the richer part of town, and perhaps we'll just find the perfect customer. It's worth a try.
I'm supposed to just wave the dress around. Am
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Let's go.
Should we just go back to the tailor and sell the dress?
Well, it is
That
yours.
sounds like giving up.
Ultimately up to you.
I don't want to lose too much of your gold.
That wouldn't be losing anything.
I suppose.
Is your time worth that much to you then, or little? I'm not sure what you usually turn on these.
It's worth more, but I didn't think far enough ahead. My apologies. I got a little too wrapped up in making it.
Quite alright. I've made a number of things like that myself.
What to do? Fine. We'll try your idea. Fine.
Aha!
Okay.
Head towards the richer part of the town.
Okay.
I guess she'll just be screaming that we have a dress for sale.
Are you gonna let me hold it? Let me hold it!
Oh my god.
Okay!
Bring out your nobles.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'll just like, new tailor in town! Look at him! Brand new dress on the market. It's the new style. No one has it yet.
I'm a traveling tailor, not a... Oh dear.
Are you just like announcing this out to the road, or are you trying to like target people as you go along?
Like females specifically that are taller than me.
But just like whenever you see someone that matches that description, you're going up to them, or you just as you're walking down the road, you're.
I will yell that, but if I see, I'm looking out for a specific woman that would fit this dress. You know, slightly fancier, chin up. You know.
So she wouldn't see the tailor at all then.
All right. So, to begin with, I'm going to ask for a performance check.
What negative do I have for this? A 10.
Okay.
-10. Okay.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha.
Now make an
Investigation.
insight check.
Oh, insight.
You're actually scaring everyone away.
Natural 20.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Fantastic.
I wish I got that for performance. Damn it!
Yeah, that would have been good.
All right. You proceed down the streets and around. In this downtown area, there are some larger homes that you would think that the more affluent would live in. And moving north towards the mayor's house and around there, you do remember there was very large manors and homes and things. You make your way on the streets with this awful sales pitch. Most people are just, they don't want anything to do with you. As you're walking around, however, you do see this one woman who's walking around with a small retinue of people looking after her. Kind of walking down the street, chin up in the air.
There she is!
I'm pretty sure she's a little bit taller than you. It seems like someone who just walks around knowing that they are better than everyone.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
And you see this person coming down the street with all of her followers behind her.
My lady!
Oh dear.
Okay.
And they're just like walking by you.
Well, this is a bright red black dress, so I'll just flow it in front of her face.
Oh no.
As you do that, you immediately have this well-dressed gentleman behind him in a suit very similar to Finley's, actually. Almost like a formal tux, coattails down the back. This dark gray, almost black, comes rushing forward. You can see the white gloves. Please, Miss lady.
I'll come up to help her. I'm sorry, forgive her. Let's take the dress away.
You can see a couple other ones. Oh, yes. There's a few kind of placating. Oh, we're sorry.
I don't care
But
about
at this
that.
point,
What's
you
she
see
doing?
this slight. She stops walking. Turns to one of the handmaidens that is trying to placate her and says something to her. She kind of asks, yes. She comes over like, excuse me, but what are you doing with that dress?
We're actually hoping to sell it.
Of course. My mistress would like it, so she will have it.
Of course. That'll be 50 gold.
50 gold. Of course. She turns to the well-dressed gentleman. He starts digging around in his pockets. He pulls out a pouch and starts counting out gold pieces.
Yep.
You get 50 gold pieces, puts it down.
Thank you.
The handmaiden kind of takes it very gently and like lays it out over her arm, and then kind of follows along with the lady. The lady gives like the slightest nod towards you, and then continues walking. They follow behind you.
Yeah, it's an original.
That's Finley Originals to you, madame. You look gorgeous.
Oh my god.
I do hope you put a maker's mark on that.
It's a little insignia on the inside in silver.
That's my
Thread.
good.
And then I'll give you your 25 gold. Thank you.
No.
Thank God I'm not broke.
We have somewhere to sleep tonight.
Hands you one back. It was 24 actually.
Keep it. Then I'll give Nadia like 2 gold for her awful sales pitch.
You really don't have to do that. Keep it.
Well, you tried.
Keep it. I tried. I succeeded.
You must admit she
I suppose you
somehow
did. You're correct.
did.
That was quite a miracle.
You keep it. You've been helping me out. You know, together we're a good team.
Well, how about we go check out that Place we shouldn't be poking our noses into.
That sounds good.
Now that we've sold a dress on the side of the road. That's a phrase I never thought I'd say.
Yes, well, perhaps next time I'll be smarter.
We should
Line
go
it
back
up
to
on
that
your
other
face.
guy.
Yeah. What up?
I imagine that
Yes.
you might have a name in Oxborough if she's as well known as she appears to be.
Perhaps we'll find it. But I'm not looking to make another dress anytime soon. We have other things we need to do.
Yes. Well then, let's go shop around then.
Shall we?
Okay. Azencroft, you wake up in pain. You know this feeling. You've been here many times before. You've obviously had a great night. If only you could remember what happened. You kind of take a second to sit up. You're sore, like you didn't sleep quite right, or like your bed just wasn't quite right. And you look around and see stone walls. One of the walls of your room is these thick iron metal bars. You very obviously in a cell. You look down. You're on a very small, rough cot. There's basically a hole in the floor for you to relieve yourself.
Nature calls, I guess I'm gonna do that first.
So you take care of that. Kind of take a second to get your surroundings in. You can hear voices nearby, but not in your immediate vicinity.
Still have everything on me?
Yeah, they
didn't
didn't.
declothe me.
They didn't try to take anything from you. They just wanted to get you in there.
Well, use your one phone call. Hopefully it's good.
Well, get me out of here.
Use your one sending.
He just kind of yells out the window. Hey!
Yeah, I'll try to look through the bars to see if I can see anyone.
You kind of like press yourself up against the bars, look around. What do I say about it?
Somebody save me.
Hello?
You can hear boots clattering along the stone. A guard walks down the hallway towards you. What is it?
How do I get out of here?
Well, just take a minute to gather yourself. Once it's all processed and we have some information from you, you'll be set free on your way.
Alright.
He walks away. You wait probably half an hour. You can hear boots coming again. This time it sounds like multiple people. 2 guards flanking another guard who has his helmet off. Walks over and they stand in front. Alright. Need your name.
Rosengroth.
Scribble it down. Where are you from?
Valendale.
What's your business in town?
Just passing through.
Passing through for what?
Work for Siegfried Van.
You can see him look. Alright. You're free to go. One of the guys comes over, opens it up.
You guys didn't happen to find a little guy covered in feathers?
No?
Okay.
Something we should know about?
No, just my
Get into some
squire.
mischief last night?
No, he's my squire. Wasn't sure if he stuck around with me at the bar or if he went home.
Yeah, well, if he's worth his salt as a squire, I hope he went home.
Have a good one. I'll start leaving. I mean, I'll start walking through the hall. I don't know which way to go.
You start walking through the hall. You kind of look. You can see cells lining this. There's a couple passages leading off. Kind of like looking around.
Start going. First passage.
You take the first one.
Sure.
Okay, you start heading that way. Sir. Next one.
That way or that way?
The hallway leads
Oh.
down along the cells, and these passages.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they were both ways. Thanks, and I'll take the next one.
Okay, so you go up. Go out. You're in this. You kind of come out this door, and there's this large open room. Even though the building is made of stone, everything in here is paneled in wood. It's much brighter than a lot of the places you've been in. You can see desks and chairs and like a waiting area up front. There's a counter up there where one of the guards is kind of sitting at, and he's talking to someone who's obviously been in line to go see them. You're quite obviously within a guard station. This is where they handle the city and enforcing the law. You kind of walk out and through. You can see somebody being dragged in by 2 guards past you into the hallway that you were just in. Make your way out to the front door, past the line of people. Step out. The sun's pretty bright, not terribly pleasant, but the fresh air is nice. Kind of relaxes you a bit.
I'll start wandering off, hopefully trying to find my way back to the end.
Okay. As you start to go, you hear behind you, hold on a second there.
Turn
You
around.
can see a guard coming down. He kind of like looks around for a second, pulls out an envelope, hands it to you.
Thank you
You
very
got
much.
something that came in on you. No worries. Have a good day.
You as well. Wow.
Make a perception check.
21.
21.
In my drunken haze.
Hangover
Want to
sharp.
come over there?
The hangover sharpens your vision, your hearing. It's a state you're used to.
I'm in the haze of the rain.
While we do that, I'd like to quickly just take a second to thank Sarcafish?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifish? Okay, sorry.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifish for the follow.
Also, good to see you, Sacra.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, good sir.
And host.
Whoa, nice.
Messed it all up. Messed the entire thing up.
I called your company foe.
Hard cut, some of that
It's
stuff.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So I'll start taking off. Start making my way back to. I'm gonna. If this is the building and I walk out this way, I'm gonna go left, and then I'm gonna take my first left, and I'm gonna start going that way.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna head what seems to be northeast to me.
Okay.
I don't know.
You start wandering in that direction. Nothing seems familiar here.
They're all just right turns.
Make an intelligence check.
My best.
No, you know what? Let's call it a survival check.
Wow.
17.
Okay. You're pretty sure you're heading north.
I mean, I guess I could use the sun, but yeah.
Oh, the sun hurts too
Do I
much,
remember
though.
which area around town the inn was at? Was it south? I guess the
It was
west.
a little southerly of most things. You know, every time you go into the downtown to the shops, you kind of go across and then up into them. You don't know where you are.
I'm gonna think things through. I'm gonna go southwest
I'm
instead.
gonna think things through.
So you turn around.
Because I'm assuming that the guards are in closer to the middle of the town.
Okay. So you turn around and go southwest past the guard.
Ooh, assumptions.
Okay. So you start making your way through past different buildings. You can see around you there's still that kind of brass piping and that kind of tacked on and around the buildings here. As you continue to head southwest, it becomes less and less common to see those until you don't see them at all. You're seeing a lot more houses at this point. There's not a whole lot of the larger city buildings. You seem to be leaving the central area of the town.
Start heading north.
Okay, so you turn and head north.
He finds the redwood.
It's like,
The visual monster's just like, hey, I want to come with you guys. Mission complete.
I've been waiting. So you head north.
Secret Center.
Kind of cutting up through these different things. You start to see some of the larger buildings again of the downtown, some shops and that. After walking for about an hour, You eventually come out onto this larger street, and you're like, I know this place. You're just south of where all the shops were.
Okay, cool. So I'll start going to where the shops were.
Okay.
And then from there, I'll hope that I can recall how to get back to. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to go up to the shops at this point. You're on the main road that you take across and then head north into where all the shops are. If you just head west across this road, you should hit the end.
Okay, I'll go that way then.
You head back towards the end.
I was just gonna do it landmark by landmark until I could piece my way home.
Yeah. So you eventually make your
You
way.
stumble upon it.
Eventually make your way to the end. All right. What are you doing?
I'm gonna head up to the mayor's house,
Okay.
town hall, or what.
Yep. It's basically like a very large house that's been converted into an official government building.
I'm just gonna take a walk around the outside of it and see if I see any.
Okay. As you remember, it has like a wrought iron fence around it. You kind of take a walk around.
Is there if there's any symbols of Vecna or anything like that on the fence at all?
Make a investigation check.
14?
Nothing stands out to you. You do notice that there's a couple guards posted out front, and then there's 3 different patrols that are walking through the grounds.
Fair enough. Does it seem like the people that are coming and going from here at this point, like if it's still active as like an office space, or if it's been completely shut down?
How long are you spending there?
How
Are
long
you
is
taking
it-
like a walk
Yeah,
around
I
and
was
leaving, or are you like hanging around the area? for a
How
while?
long does it take to get around?
At your speed, it'd take you probably 10 minutes to walk around it. You're not really pushing your move speed to the max or anything. You don't want to draw attention to yourself. You're just gonna move around.
Within that 10 minutes, I'd see what I could see from there, and then I'd probably start heading
So you
away.
just take the 10 minutes around. Okay, make a perception check.
I am also looking for stuff,
Mhm.
so. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. As you're walking around, you do notice somebody leaves the front. You see a courier come in through the gate. They gotta get passed by the guards, and they come in. Going around the back, you can see in a few of the windows. You do see there are people moving about inside. There's obviously still seeing at least some use.
Okay. What's the courier wearing?
The courier is fairly basic clothing, fairly simple white shirt underneath a brown duster jacket, very worn, faded pants.
Alright, I'll just gather so I'll start heading back into town now.
Okay.
Probably head back to the inn, actually.
You head back towards the inn.
Yeah.
Alright. You 3. What are you doing?
Going shopping at that smaller armor shop.
Okay. So you head back to the small armor shop. You walk in. You see fairly well organized, short shelves. There's various leather armors in various pieces. There's a lot of the standard chest piece that you see a lot of people who wear leather armor have. There's different bracers. There's different greaves, helmets, various pieces of armor made from leather of varying qualities. You can smell a very strong chemical smell in the building, but everything is fairly clean.
Would have thought this would have been would have been using more metal, but I suppose need a tannery as well.
I suppose. I'll let you do the talking on this one. You know more than I do.
Well, I don't do. I'm not really the person that.
Oh, please don't leave it to me.
I'm not good with people.
Alright, I'll try. Yeah, hello. Is anyone there?
Don't see anybody. There's a counter towards the back.
There,
There's a
like-
door behind the counter.
Is there any sort of bell or anything to ring for these guys? Or
Yep,
no?
there's a bell.
Okay. Ding the bell.
Okay, you ring the bell. you see the door open, and a fairly small man walks through. You recognize immediately that this is not a man, this is a halfling. Comes walking out, very well groomed, flat black hair. He's got a very well groomed Van Dyke. Comes out, fairly well dressed. You can see, obviously, he works here, so he's a little dirty, but he obviously keeps himself put together well. Comes out, yes, customers. And he comes walking over, and you can see he's got like a step up behind the counter that he walks up onto, so they can talk to you guys eye level. Well, a little over your head.
Aww.
Hello, sir. How are you today?
Not too bad, yourself?
Not too bad. Not too bad. We're just doing a bit of shopping, I suppose. Just perusing the markets and whatnot.
Well, if you're interested in any leather armors, I'm definitely the person to come and see.
Actually, I don't know so much about armor. I was wondering if perhaps we could get some information.
Well, I mean, if you're looking into the trade, I'm sure I can talk to you about a few things, but beyond that, I can't say I know too much.
This may be a bit of a touchy subject. It's like kind of lean forward and motion for him to lean in as well.
You can lean forward a little bit.
I couldn't help but notice the symbol on the outer portion of your building there.
Symbol? Saying somebody's been marking up my shop?
It's quite well, it's not a known symbol. I happened to recently come up and know what it means. You have a symbol of Vecna carved into the front of your shop. I was just wondering if you know about it.
Can't say I've heard the name, but I mean, if somebody's been, wrecking my shop, I mean, I should probably know about that. I probably reported to the guards. There's some strange going on in the town. I didn't think anybody would go and vandalize my shop, but...
Yeah, is this guy being honest?
Yeah,
Make an insight check.
I was gonna say, can we all inside check this, or?
Yeah, we're grilling you.
Why? I'm super good at this.
Are you?
Ooh,
I'm super
13.
bad at this.
That's not bad.
Oh yeah.
I'm not good with
Actually,
people.
Thank God. I actually get a
I think I am.
Oh, it's 7.
What were your insights?
Not one.
Oh!
God.
7.
13.
Holy shit.
Sorry,
Seems to be seriously distressed that
Someone
somebody's
marked up his
been marking up his shop.
Rude.
I'm sorry to hear that. I honestly was hoping that it was intentional. We were told.
Well, I mean, don't worry too much. Thanks for telling me, but I'm gonna have to figure this out. Somebody's responsible, and I want them taken care of.
Oh, of course. Taken care of.
It seems a little odd. It wasn't so much like graffiti. It's kind of tucked away, really.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter whether it's inside or not. If somebody marked up my shop, I mean, it's my stuff.
Well, fair enough. I'd be pretty upset too. Get the pride in your shop. Right.
I worked hard for this shop. Look after it. Do my craft right.
Been here.
Shouldn't have to deal with this. It's not right.
You've been here a while then?
Yeah. Been here 8 years.
That's a long time. 8 years. Perhaps you'd have more knowledge of the goings on in this town than I would.
Perhaps keep to myself. Like I said, comes to my trade, no one better. I know my stuff, but beyond that, no point.
Very fair.
Who do you sell to in town? I've noticed the guards tend to wear a little more metal.
Lots of adventures come through here.
Fair enough.
Even the guards, they need some part of what I make. All the under padding for their armor. Can't just put steel on top of clothing.
Go clean through all the force. You just get cut in half by your breastplate.
Yeah, the forcing. I mean, it takes the hit, but
Get something to absorb that.
you gotta absorb it.
Yeah. See, he would know more about that than I would. I know.
Well,
Nothing at all.
less about armor itself, but I mean, you need bracing if you're going to be pushing anything against any. Speaking of,
Oh, no.
wouldn't happen to have a few spare, more like belt straps, been working on a brace. It's not quite finished. I think I need to modify it a little bit. Gentleman's about about her height. So he's got about a leg that long. But maybe 8 of them.
You do have my measurements, technically.
8 belts.
Well, straps, leather.
Okay, with you need a buckle?
Yeah, I might as well get those. I mean, I'm not sure how I'm going to fasten them. The buckle will be. Yeah, I'm sure I can find a use for them.
All right. I mean, pretty common to have straps and buckles and that when you're securing armor. I'm sure I have some laying around. He said he's about. Yeah. Give me a minute.
No.
He goes into the back. You can hear him like digging around through stuff. Comes back out. He's got a handful of these dyed leather straps. Most of them are about 2 feet long. Very rough, unfinished on the one edge. Obviously, he makes them like to a large length and then cuts them up. Kind of lays them out. Pulls out a pouch and dumps it out, and it's a bunch of metal buckles.
That would probably work. Need to get a few more of the pieces, but yeah, I'd say that's about what I'm looking for.
All right, cool. Well, for these materials, let's say 5 gold for the lot.
Sounds fair.
Perfect.
Answer that quick.
You mentioned adventures coming and going from your shop.
Yeah, they come through once in a while.
Do they ever mention the redwood?
Occasionally. Most of them don't mention it favorably.
Do they come in after
Yeah, well,
and they look okay?
I guess.
I mean, you're asking the man to slander his product there.
No.
Well,
I'm just asking if they've returned in.
and this is a shop that sells protection.
Yeah. Why are you throwing me out
Well,
like
I mean,
this?
I can't guarantee that they actually went to the Redwood. I don't go with them.
Do they tell stories and
Not to me.
speak of invisible things?
No.
It looks like an empty road.
I would assume most people wouldn't come back to him to tell them all the things they put his wares through.
No. Oh no.
What?
What is she talking
So,
I don't know what.
From wherever you are,
So,
you're just like,
so you said you've been in town for 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years now.
So, how long was the? I mean, we came in here just on the tail end of all that. The funeral, the procession. Well, the 2 of us, he seemed to have been here a little bit before us. But how long was the mayor here before all that business?
Oh, I'm there. I don't know. A couple years, maybe a little less. I don't know. I can't remember exactly when he got in office.
Do you know who was holding that position before?
Some other stuffy magistrate type. I don't know.
Better question. Was he generally disliked as a head of office? Because, you know.
He's a politician.
Well,
So-
yes, of course, but I meant aside from that. Like, anything particularly off about him that people are displeased about? I don't know quite what to ask.
Can't say there was a huge amount of unrest.
So just
Sure.
general.
I mean, you get, like, looks around, like, motions for you to lean in this time.
Let's leave it.
Leans over the counter. And, I mean, you get these different religious types that just don't want to go away in this town. And, I mean, he is, part of the Laird Empire, and part of their thing is, getting rid of their type, so I imagine that maybe they'd be involved in that.
No, perhaps. Do you know of any specific groups that might have disliked him? Or do you not really know them by name?
Can't say I know too much about different shady cultist groups or what have you that around town. I mean, as I said, I kind of keep to my shop, but you do tell stories. There's a couple of them. There's some sort of what are they? Knights of something. That's what they call themselves anyways. Go around and it's like a gold armor. Yeah. They're back to the glory days there's no temple to them. They're very warlike. Can't imagine they'd be too happy about getting stepped on.
Oh, I see.
But hey, that's all just rumors, right? Who knows?
Indeed. Well, thank you, I suppose.
Well, hope you can get your shop front cleaned up there. Keep them from marking it up again.
Oh, yeah. Well, definitely gonna have to report this to the guards. Not gonna stand for this.
On. Take care, I suppose. See you again if I need more.
Yeah, hey, you need anything made of anything made out of leather, I can do it.
And if you need anything tailored, this is your man right here. Finley Original.
That's not my name.
Alright.
You can't just offer myself.
Mr.
Ignore.
Original?
No, that's ignore,
and-
please.
Sorry, the rest of your names, I didn't get them.
No, Ivan.
Yeah, Connor.
Finley's correct. Original is wrong.
Okay, Finley?
Nadia.
Yeah, Nadia.
Anyway, should we shove off then?
Huh?
Leave this man to his trade.
Yeah. Don't want to keep you away from whatever you got going back there.
Well, hides aren't gonna tan themselves.
Sorry to bother you.
You're doing business.
Yeah,
Take care.
absolutely. Need anything else? Have a good day.
Take off.
Keep looking around, I guess. Do we want to look for any more of that symbol, or do we just...
No more looking for symbols. I refuse.
What?
No.
Maybe we should go to the mayor's office.
Yeah. Oh, sure, we can. But alright, let's go.
Perfect.
Alright.
I can agree to that.
Do you
How can you?
do you think maybe they were telling us away from Vecna so much because maybe they'd implicate them?
Perhaps.
I mean, they were heaping a lot of bad talk on the Bahamut and these guys, Mike Tyrion. You think maybe we just took them at face value?
That's very true. They didn't seem like bad people.
I'm not saying they're bad people, I'm just saying maybe they did it.
It's very, very possible. We'll have to keep an open mind about it.
I'm stuck with the smart guys.
To be
Yes,
fair,
you are.
he didn't,
Actually, I'm not that smart.
that guy barely seemed to even know what to sign. Seemed like he was...
Yeah, he seemed genuinely surprised.
How long does it take to get to the mayor's?
It'll take you a while.
Am I
Get
gonna
back
go
up
crazy
north.
by the time I get there?
Oh, hell yes, you are.
You guys make your way up there.
Chatting the whole time.
We're just gonna trade secrets the whole time.
As in Frost, when you get back to the inn, what do you do?
I'm going inside and reading
It'll
them
be like
in my room.
Okay, so
Well, I'm
you
looking
go,
for Pterodot in my room, but
you
I
go up
know
to your
I
room.
have the key, so
Does he?
unless it's not there anymore.
Unless you left the window open.
Must have
You-
picked your pocket.
You go up to the room, pull out your key, open it up. No Pterodon.
Oh
I would
no!
go to the
Missing Kids Center?
comedy portion.
You go down into the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. Sit down.
Look for Pterodot.
Let's see Pterodot there. There's a couple people sitting around. You do see Sydney,
Sydney.
He's the
the
young kid.
young kid who just started the other day.
You know, the one that couldn't
Hey.
keep up?
Hey, Sydney.
Hey, good morning, sir.
You happen to see the little guy, Feathers?
Oh, your son. No, I haven't seen him.
Well, if he swings by here, can you keep him? Keep an eye on him.
Hey, yeah, no problem. Anything you need, sir, I'll take care of it.
Sounds good. And I'll head out.
Okay.
Go back to my room quick, read the note.
Okay. So you open up the note. It's
So what's the DC on explosive rooms?
Ha!
there's no dex check. It explodes in your face.
All right.
You open it up. It's just a small, like card paper, and in a very, very careful script. All it says is, "He's fine," and then black scabbard.
Oh, they're taken care of.
That's where I go.
As you head out, Kendrick walks in the front.
Please don't trust this Jedrick.
Did you change yourself again?
Only last an
Yeah, it's
hour.
been wandering around town.
I took it off the moment I left.
He took it off in an alley when he left.
Oh. I'd keep walking.
You just walk past him?
Yeah.
You see Adam cross that note? You just let him go?
Yep.
Okay. Doing anything when you get back?
I just sit in the dining area.
Okay.
Get some food.
Sit down, get some food. Sydney's pretty quick to bring it out for you. Okay. So you're heading up to Black Scabbard?
Yeah.
If you all get there.
I think I can remember the way this time.
Maybe. Three of you. You come up the road towards the mayor's estate. You can see the same area where all the buildings kind of fall away from it. There's a small estate fenced in by this wrought iron fence. Pretty good.
Are there guards like posted right at
There's
the
two
fence?
guards posted right at the gate,
Okay.
and then you can see patrols of guards wandering the grounds. If you remember when you came and checked it out, more towards night, it does seem like there's a lot more guards here during the day.
Hmm.
So,
I think I have an idea. Well, I don't know if it's going to work.
That sounds great.
well, better than me. I was just following Nadia's lead on this one. I was gonna say, what are we doing?
I suppose we try and talk to the guards at the front. I may test out the vial of whatever this does. And see if that does anything for me.
That liquid metal looking stuff.
Yes.
You're the one to try it.
Well, Finley, if the man just sold you a bottle of mercury, then,
I'm going to die.
well, you'll go madder than a hatter first and
But we sold
And
your
you'll
last dress.
die pretty awful.
Yeah, well, we'll find out one way or another.
That's what I'm gonna worth
So you're
much
trying
more.
to persuade them to let us in or give us info?
We'll see what happens.
Should-
I don't even know
should it
if this
just
is going
be,
to
Does it last long?
I don't know.
Do you need?
I didn't ask.
Should it just be you? Do you need
There's
us
not
to hang
much
back? No, I mean to
Oh.
go up, talking 3
Do you
people.
want our
And
support?
what's your story? Why are we in there?
I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go along. It's gonna.
Winging it. Sounds good.
So I guess when I'm like 30 feet away, I'll just down it and then I'll head and start walking over.
When you go to drink it,
Uh-oh.
it's pungent. It smells like metal.
Oh, God.
It's thick. It doesn't flow very well. You only manage to gulp half of it down
Okay.
as you take it. Kind of cork it back up. Get it down for a second. As it goes down, it leaves your throat feeling slick and almost like coated in this. Slowly that feeling kind of goes away as this metal smell kind of just permeates through your nose.
You have a silver tongue.
And suddenly you're filled with this warmth, this inner confidence, like you can't fail in any endeavor you undertake right now.
Okay.
Ooh. Secret stuff.
Ooh, secret note. Does he look alright to me with my medical knowledge? Does he look?
Have you even watched the X-Files?
Okay.
Yeah, does he look alright?
Looks fine.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Don't worry, heavy metal poisoning takes a while.
He's got a bit of a strap to him now.
let's walk
Nice.
up to the guard at the front, like all like not like threateningly or anything. Obviously, it's kind
Okay,
of
so you walk up to the guard.
like I'm supposed to be there.
I'll pull Ivan with me.
No, you guys are staying back a bit.
Oh, that's the plan? Did you tell us the plan?
He asked, and I was like, yeah, I'll go by myself.
Alright.
You walk up and you have business in the mayor's office.
Yes, I'm one of the new staff. I'm supposed to be taking care of the estate while they get things sorted out.
I haven't heard anything about this.
Well, of
You heard
course
anything
not.
about this?
Well, of course not. It's a last-minute decision. Why would they inform you of such things?
Oh, I like this, Finley.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
It's because of people like you that we killed the
Oh
mayor.
no! I'm going to use one of those luck charges. Oh, it's a little better. What do I get for my stat? So 18.
What is it exactly you say you do in there?
I'll be taking care of the estate. Can you not see by my uniform? I'm a butler of sorts.
What did you say your name was?
My name's Finley. Finley Hassan. You've not heard of me.
Looks at the other guy. Gives him a nod. Alright.
Thank you,
Open up the
gentlemen.
gate for you.
And I'll just go through.
You go through.
There he goes.
You hear it close behind you.
Just make my way up to the estate.
Okay. You walk up to the front door. It's a very large estate made from, whereas most buildings in this town are made from like these large gray stone bricks.
Mm-hmm.
This is all smooth stone construction.
Okay.
It's a very light white color. It stands out very much in the city. You can see large white columns up the front, like a stone porch landing area where you walk up steps towards these large red doors.
Okay. I suppose I'll just go to the door. Is there like a knocker or anything?
Yep. There's
Can I
like
reach
on
the
each
knocker?
door there's a brass knocker. It's a little bit high for you.
It's like, guys, just knock on the door with my hand.
Okay, you know. You wait a few minutes. The door slowly opens, and you see a human male there, dressed very similar to you. Yes. What is it?
Hello, Finley Hillsong. I've been sent to help oversee the caretaking of this residence here until a new head of office is appointed.
Interesting. I didn't hear anything about it.
Well, of course you didn't. It was a last minute thing. The guards hadn't heard of me either. It's quite
What is it that
disappointing,
they
actually.
wanted you to do?
I'll be overseeing the caretaking of this place.
Okay, but what specifically are you?
What
here?
specifically? Well, I suppose I'm supposed to manage the staff and whatnot and make sure things are kept in order and running smoothly.
So you're the staff manager.
Well, that's what I've been told. Been instructed to come here and do so.
By who?
By who? Oh shit. Hang on. Give me a second here. I can't come up with a name.
Vecna.
Rebecca herself.
Just act like a dick.
Oh no. God, do I even know any important names? That's the problem.
Make one up.
Make one up.
We've done that before. We've used the highwayman.
Oh, what was that general's name?
5, 4.
What's her name? Oh, General Adler.
Oh, glass car.
Make a deception check.
Damn it. Damn it. Why's it gotta be the rough stats? Oh, fuck. Look at that. Oh, that's a little better. 16 or 15. Sorry.
He looks very sharply at you and opens up the door. Don't see why she feels the need to interfere in the affairs of running the city, but
She's concerned that some of the people in this building may not be trustworthy.
Go for it,
As she
Finley.
sees fit, he closes the door and he walks off across the hall. You see now this is a very
Heart attacks, so many of them.
That was so close.
I'm so nervous for
It's
you.
not over yet.
No, you got in.
so where the doors were on this building, the building kind of forms an L.
Yeah.
With a larger area on the one end. The doors are right near the corner of the building, so as you come in, you can kind of see the wall gives way to the corner here. You can see this very large, goes up multiple stories, just this beautiful entry hall. There's these large marble pillars. You can see a big staircase curling up around the corner and up to the upper level.
Okay.
There's a couple pillars anchoring the stairway there. Where are you going?
I would have him direct me to like whatever my office would be.
When he let you in, he closed the door and he started walking.
Oh, he's
around
left?
to one side.
Oh, okay.
He's still crossing the hall. It's a
Free
very large area.
room.
Okay, I guess I'll just sort of pace my way down the hallway and just act as though I'm inspecting the place.
So which way are you going? There's the corner of the L is where the stairs are.
Okay.
You came in here, so you can go either around the corner to the right or directly to your left. There's this row of pillars, and then there's basically a wall and a hallway.
I'll go around the corner to the right first, I guess.
To the right?
Yeah.
So you go around, you can see, similar to the other side, there's these three large pillars. Behind them, by about 6 feet, there's a wall, and you can see two doors set into the wall.
Okay. I guess I'll go to open those doors.
Okay? The one on the right or the left?
Left.
Okay? So you go to the left, opens up. You walk in and you find a very nicely appointed lounge.
Okay.
There's several bookshelves. There's very nice ornate furniture, very nice fabrics in their construction. There's a beautiful fireplace made with very rich woods. It's a gorgeous lounge, obviously for us as a sitting room where you would entertain people of higher standing.
Okay. I guess I'll just kind of like take a peek, and then it's a lounge. I'm probably not going to find too much information in there, so I'd move on.
Okay. So you head out.
I'll just go to the door directly beside it.
Okay, so you go to the door beside it. It's locked. As you rattle it, you can hear a voice inside go, in a meeting at the moment. Just wait and we'll get to your business.
Okay. Just carry on then.
Okay, so you're back out in the entry hall.
I'll take the left then.
Okay, so you go over to the left. There's a wall and then a hallway beside it. As you walk along, you can see there's another hallway that comes off to the left and it continues on down. Looking ahead, you can see large double doors made of this dark brown wood.
Okay. I'll try to go through those double doors.
So you go ahead. At this point, you can hear clattering. You're very familiar with these sounds. You hear what sounds like a kitchen to your left. You come to the double doors.
It's probably the dining hall.
Open it, and it's this massive. It goes up 3-4 stories. Dining hall, big windows along it.
Stop, kind of admire it, and then continue on.
Okay, you close the door, turn around. Where are you going?
I suppose I'll head upstairs, actually.
Okay. So you go over to the stairs, head up. A very large staircase curls up and around along these windows that are along the back of this entry hall. Go up the stairs and around up to the second level. You come out and not as grand and tall as it was on the bottom floor, but the same footprint. You have this kind of around the corner large square room with the staircase leading down from it.
Okay. Are there any like super important looking doors? I guess.
There is a door. There's a door set into each wall.
Okay.
One's in the middle. One is up on the far right.
Check
So
it out.
when you went to the left at the bottom, that wall over there, it's set all the way to the right on the wall.
Okay.
Heading south, it's set right in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll check the middle one first.
Okay, so you head south towards that one. It's very close to where the stairs come up. You open the door. There's this long hallway down to. You can see 2 doors along each side, and another door right at the end.
Okay, this is probably the servants' quarters or something. I don't know. I'm trying to find his office. This is going poorly. I guess I'll check one of them just to confirm my suspicions.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear, here we go. Oh, that's cocked as fuck. Natural 20.
Natural 20. You can actually
Yeah,
hear.
finally.
You can actually hear voices in 2 of the rooms along the side of the hall.
Oh, okay. I'll avoid the rooms with voices.
Okay. So the first one on the left and the second one on the right, you can hear. You can hear people.
Can I make out what they're saying, or is it just general chatter?
It's just people talking to each other. Sounds like they're talking about looking after the place.
Okay, so
one of them
servants'
is
quarters.
talking about preparing a meal.
Yep. Okay, that's all. Servants' quarters. So I'd leave that area. I know. I don't have to introduce myself. Yeah, no, I'll leave that area and then I'll go to the area you described on the right.
Okay, so you head over there to that door.
Mm-hmm.
Open it up. Make a perception check.
Perception again. Oh boy.
You're
Can
gonna
only roll
walk
so
into
many
someone's
nat 20s.
room.
I'm definitely gonna walk into someone's room. Perception. That's an 11.
So you crack the door, kind of look in. It's still fairly dark in here. You open it up a little more to let light in. Look around. It appears to be some sort of waiting room. You can see some chairs and couches kind of lining the wall. There's a couple coffee tables with various reading material, books and things laid out.
Okay.
And then on the far wall in the center, there's a door.
I'll head over to that door.
Okay.
And open the door.
You gonna open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. So you grab the handle, push down, slide it open. It creaks slightly as it opens. In here, there's lots of light.
Okay.
You open it up and you see this large, just beautifully furnished office. The walls are lined with these tall, floor-to-ceiling bookshelves. Beautiful, rich carpet. There's a massive wooden desk, all hand-carved. At the far end, there's a large chair behind it. Behind that, you can see a door which is open, and you can see out there. There appears to be the railing of some sort of balcony.
Okay.
However, this room, what would be a very fine and impressive office, is a bit of a mess right now.
Oh, okay.
You can see, looking around, there's burn marks on the carpet. You can see it's the desk looks like it's been kind of pulled open and pulled apart. It looks like a few things have been kind of messed up. There's books falling off the shelf. The ladder is broken and fallen off to the side.
Okay. So, like signs of a struggle type thing. Or maybe someone ransacked the office. I guess I'll start looking around, just see if there's any sort of important paperwork or something that might have a clue towards who we might have pissed off.
So you go to the desk?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like the desk is pretty empty. There's some things still left in it. Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Natural 20.
Holy
Really?
geez.
Yeah.
Alright. So you go through. A lot of the paper are just generally documents with regards to running the city, various shipments, various trade agreements, various edicts concerning the guards and that, orders coming down from the capital to Oxborough. As you're kind of shifting around, looking around, you notice very small and in the back corner of one of these shelves is a small, finely carved symbol with a hand and an eye in it.
Well, that's quite interesting. They did say they had influence in the office. just kind of mumbling to myself.
In the room.
So that's a big clue. What do I do with it though? That's the problem.
Take the drawer.
So like it's just like a symbol just plainly carved into it. It's not like if I go to touch it, it's not like a button or anything, is it?
Touch and feel around.
No?
It's
Okay.
carved into the wood, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of what I would do from here.
Make a perception check.
Oh, fucking balls. This is gonna be bad. That's not bad. 16.
Okay. You hear voices faintly from the open door at the far side behind the desk.
Oh no, they're going into the waiting room.
No, the other side.
Oh, the other side of the desk.
So when you came into the room, you could see the room, the desk, and then there's another door that was open behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it from there.
Just
Oh,
hide in the
great.
desk. You're tiny.
I'm not gonna hide. Oh shit.
He dies.
I hope not. Simply.
Should have taken that gold from you.
I guess I'll just go to walk out of the room.
The way you came in?
Yeah. Let's go leave.
Okay, so you quickly move across the room. Make a stealth check.
Ooh, stealth.
15.
Okay. So you move across the room to the door.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let's open the door.
Open the door. Walk into the waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just continue on my way out.
Alright.
I'm gonna try and get out of the building.
Alright, so you're just heading straight for the exit?
Pretty much.
Alright. You head down the stairs. Walk around. You can see, as you're coming down the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
two people crossing the entryway.
Okay.
One of them is the gentleman who let you in.
Okay.
The other one, fairly plainly dressed, but with an apron on, appears to be a cook of some sort.
Okay. Do they notice me as I go by?
Doesn't appear so.
Okay. I'll just continue to move
So they
past them.
they go by. You come down, move through the entryway to the door, open it up. You can see out into the grounds.
Mm-hmm.
You see a patrol guards a little ways up, just kind of slowly walking by.
Okay. And I'll continue. Like I'll go through the front gate and I'll just inform the guard that everything's in order, and I'll
So you go up to the front gate.
back at a later date as I'm leaving.
You go up to the front gate.
Yeah.
It's locked where you closed it behind you.
Yep.
Back so soon, huh?
Indeed, everything appears to be in order.
Well, wish a day's work for me went that fast. Opens up the
Indeed.
gate,
Everything's fine. And I'll just walk out.
closes it.
As you were, carry on. And then I'll just meet up with these two waiting far enough down the street, and then be like, okay, we should move quickly now.
Okay.
Can't bloody well believe that worked.
Neither can I. We should visit our friend who made this for me. It's come quite handy. And then, yeah,
Well,
we'll just carry on.
You did say you needed to tell them how it worked.
Oh, yes.
Maybe
Worked quite well.
omit some of the details of how you used it.
Yes, of course. Alright. So, anyway.
I'm still not positive you don't have mercury poisoning.
Neither am I.
Fantastic.
But I'll have to discuss what I found in there later. I didn't have a whole lot of time. I just became a little paranoid, so I left early. Anyway.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
You found something then.
Yeah, I did. So we should go to our alchemist friend and then perhaps back to the inn.
I guess the others will want to hear this too.
Yes, I think they will.
Alright. Go talk to Ed.
Yep.
Edward.
Ed.
Okay. You guys make your way to the alchemist shop. Go in. He's currently taking things out of a box, putting them on one of the shelves beside the counter.
Let's wave to him. Hello again.
Oh, hello.
So I ended up having a chance to test out your concoction.
So soon.
Indeed.
And how did it go?
Well, it very well. Made me feel quite confident, as though I couldn't lose. And seemingly enough, in situations where normally people would be more skeptical, I seem to just breeze through conversation. This seems to give you better odds in certain situations. That's the best I can describe it for you. As though you're much luckier.
He comes walking over, pulls out a magnifying glass,
Mm-hmm.
and starts checking you over, and you just like completely into your personal space, kind of grabbing your head, like moving you around, opening up your eye. Fix your ear. Doesn't appear to be any ill effects.
Yeah, it seems
Cool. Puts it away, goes back to what he was doing.
Yes, now you know what it does. Mostly, at least.
I'll have to remember that one.
It's a very, very useful item. Thank you. It did help us quite a bit.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, and of course you know how to reach me if, in case you ever need something made. For the favor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Finley Original.
Oh my god, please stop.
It's Finley Hillsong.
Yes, Finley Hillsong, not original.
Originals.
Please don't ignore her. She wanted the dress I made.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll be leaving. I just thought I should come and report what it did as per our arrangement.
Well, I appreciate it.
No problem. See you later.
Have a good day.
So long.
And then we'll just leave.
Start heading back to the inn.
Yeah.
The potion of may that hunt be ever in your favor.
I'll just go back to the inn.
You make your way to the Black's Cavern.
That I do. Start wandering in. I'll see if it's open.
Okay, so you go over. It's open. Go in. Empty.
Oh, and I'll go up to the bar where I thought they knocked, or where I heard the dishes being done.
Okay. So you go over to that door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Door opens. You see a younger gentleman, shorter hair, kind of scraggly. You can see an apron on. Yeah. What is it?
Hey, I was told to come here to a little feathered fellow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where's the guy who was working here last night? He knows what I'm talking about.
Well, he's working all night. Poor guy. It's a rough shift.
Is there anyone else I can talk to around here?
Nobody comes in here through the day. We just do a bit of cleanup. A lot of mugs to clean. Somebody put a hole in one of our bowls.
So there's no one else working right now.
No, just me.
I'll put the note in front of him.
At this, you see his demeanor change. He kind of pulls himself upright, rakes his hair into a closer thing. Alright. Closes the door. Walks, leads you over to the back door. Opens it up. After you.
And you get stabbed.
I'll walk in.
Okay. So you walk out. Not really a courtyard, but it's the rest of the yard on this property. It's grassy. You can see.
Walk him in a barn.
You notice the separate buildings you noticed earlier appear to be rooms. For this inn, none of the rooms are actually in the building itself. They're all these separate places. He walks down to the third one, pulls out this old iron key, kind of looks around for a second, opens it up, opens the door, motions for you to go in.
I'll go on.
You go in, he follows you in, closes the door. You can see very sparsely furnished, just a very basic bed. There's a nightstand beside it. He closes the door, locks it, goes over to the bed, and here, and he starts sliding it away from the wall.
What? Yeah, I'll just rip it away.
You start pulling it. You pull it away, and there's a trapdoor underneath the bed. He pulls it up, and you can see a ladder leading down. Fairly dim, but you can see the flicker of torchlight. emotions for you.
Seems like a strange place to keep a kid. And I'll start climbing down.
He closes the trapdoor on top of you.
Oh, he doesn't.
You can
fall.
hear the bed scraping.
Oh my, yeah.
Uh-oh. I guess I'll go down.
Okay. You go down, you're in this, the floor of this passageway is dirt. The walls, again, dirt, but lined every so often with supporting beams of wood. You can see every once in a while there's these torches on the walls. You walk through a ways, and you can hear voices coming down the hallway.
Keep pressing forward.
You push forward. As you come to the end of it, you see it's not a very well built, but a wooden door.
I'm in deep enough now. I'll yank her open.
Okay. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
No.
We're already 20 minutes over, so we'll leave it there.
Oh.
No. Where are you?
Mr. Jack Bloody 77. Yes, you can. If you message me privately, you can absolutely make a monster request.
Don't try to kill us, please.
But what are you? Who does he message?
Yeah, you can message our Discord.
Do you have the
do you want to
Discord
put the
up
link
there?
up? We're always in the Discord. So find what am I in there as? Raphael?
Yeah,
Raphael.
underscore SO.
Yeah, Raphael_SO. If you send me a direct message on our Discord and want to make a request, I can't promise it will be like immediately in an episode, but absolutely I will try to work it in. Otherwise, thanks everybody for coming out and watching.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Hope everybody had fun.
Thanks for
Enjoyed
the
it.
follow. We got earlier.
Thanks for the follow. A couple hosts I saw pop up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody who watched, everybody who participated in the chat, it was awesome.
Everybody who listened.
Everyone who made us laugh, just terribly out of character.
Dan,
Dan,
you
come on,
killed it,
man.
man.
You-
It's so tough
you're
to
the
keep it
best.
straight.
Dresses
love
and
the dress,
dressmakers
yeah.
and dragons killed me. I was
Yeah.
done. It was game over. I had to stop looking at the screen.
The simple spun tunic.
Dressmakers and dragons? Oh my
Yes.
god, yes it can.
We actually talked about
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know,
Dungeons and
every
Dragons.
Friday this time we run this campaign. It will be continuing from here. They are not lost forever in various parts of the city. They're pursuing leads. They're nibbling around the edges. We'll see what comes of it. Otherwise, next week, Monday, is Retrotech.
It is.
Playing old games with Andrew.
Yep.
special guests.
Typically,
When we
yeah.
come
Usually
in.
somebody else drops
Somebody
by.
else usually drops by. There's usually someone else around. Tuesday, no control, horror games. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a scheduling problem with work and whatnot this week, so we couldn't do it. But next week we will pick it up again.
Nothing. Truly the scariest of no controls.
Yeah. No one had any control.
Wednesday, a day to rest and recover. We don't do too much then, except for the occasional pickup stream where we just happen to pop in because we're playing something. Thursday, Dysfunctional Party, continuing Final Fantasy 15. We are pushing on towards the end of the plot.
We finally did
We're
some
finally
moves.
finding some plot.
Yeah, they're finally getting around to some. So
I miss
definitely
the car. I'm just gonna put it out there.
road trip the game. That's what we call it.
Boat trip the game.
But you missed something. Tomorrow,
Road
me
trip.
and Buddy Mike, we are starting our team up with Athletics for Life.
Right.
Oh,
There's we're collaborating with somebody on a special project.
Gear Up Against Disease is a streamer we're going to take a chance to play through the Gears of War series. And he has a bunch of questions he's going to answer about, I'm going to mess up the name, colitis? And Crohn's. They're
Colitis?
Colitis, yeah.
Is that it?
They're chronic pain diseases, and he deals with people with them in athletics still. It's still an issue out there. So
Yeah.
answer some questions, play some gears. You know, should be fun.
Yeah.
Good
Definitely,
times.
definitely check that out.
Mr. Jack is fun.
Nice.
Thank you, Mr. Jack.
Thank you, Mr. Jack. Bloody 77.
There we go.
Awesome. So, actually, with that note, as follows, I'm not sure what we're officially at now. We are making a push for 200.
Yep.
184. We're so close. So at 200 followers is going to be our next special event we run. We've run 2 now.
Yep.
The first one being at Much Personal Harm to Brian. The second one being at Much Personal Harm to the rest of us.
Yeah.
But this one is going to be what we're calling the Video Game Olympics.
Game Olympics.
So each of us here has picked an event, including Ian and Greg.
Gregorius.
What's up?
Gregorius.
Yes, we all have picked an event. So various games. We will all compete in them during this full day event that we're having, and we will crown a champion at the end of it. It'll be a lot of fun. Definitely come check it out when it happens. But we need the followers. Get us there.
Get your mom, your dad, your friends, your dog, your cat, all of them.
All of them.
Do you want to say the games that they chose?
We have announced. Actually, there's a new game to announce once the person figures it out.
I figured it out.
Fair enough.
Okay, so what games have we announced so far? Because we've kind of been releasing them bit by bit. What's that?
I guess it comes with Gears of War.
Gears of War.
Jeez.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Dragon Ball Z.
Super Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy.
To be announced.
To be announced.
To be announced. Hasn't been released yet.
To be announced.
There was Guitar Hero 3 was Greg's.
Legends
Yeah.
of Rock or something like that.
Yeah.
With the controller.
No controller. You have to use the guitar.
With the controller.
You have to use the guitar. And mine is Rocket League.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
a collection of interesting games from different genres and that. It'll be a lot of fun. A couple more games to be announced. It'll be an all-day, all
Did we
kinds of fun.
announce Ian's?
Nope.
Fair enough. To be announced.
Nope, not yet.
We have 3 to go.
Here we go.
Oh.
If we get one more follower right now, we'll announce one. Come on. Somebody do it.
That's alright. Save it for Monday.
That's all right. We'll get it. We'll get it next week.
We just did get it forward.
Did
No.
we?
Solid damn.
Solid Amadron.
Oh.
Thank
Oh,
you.
there
There
you
we
go.
go.
Thank you.
You're the best. Cassie, go for it.
Cassie, what is your event for this?
Mine's gonna be Just Dance.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
All right, great. So when you're watching this that day, you might not want to watch that part. It's gonna get really bad in here.
It's gonna get sassy as anything.
I'm so
gonna get
happy because
sweaty.
Greg was so excited for it. He was like, "You're on!" So like now I'm so excited.
Yeah,
for
come watch Greg dance and the rest of us look awkward.
that.
Oh, especially me and Mitch. I'm just lanky.
It's gonna be the gangliest.
I
of
dance
them.
great.
Oh, do you?
If you guys dance at the same time, you're just gonna get tangled in each other.
Do
I'm
you
just
guys
gonna get
like
knotted
do
up.
Under the Sea or something?
Like dancing with dogs.
Anyways, awesome. Thanks to everybody who followed us. That's great. Keep making the push to 200. It'll be a fun all-day gaming event.
Yep.
Otherwise, join us next week for all of our regular shows and any of the times we pop up in between. The Discord link is there. Absolutely. Anything you want to say. If you want to request monsters, if you want to talk about the campaign. Somebody asked me about Artificer. It's a homebrew that we made up. You can ask me any questions you want.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Anything D&D. Anything outside of D&D.
Or dresses. Dress ideas.
Dress ideas.
Talk about
We
dress.
will be posting a picture of the dress.
Oh,
we
the
bought.
dress we
Can you pass
sold.
that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Come on Discord, talk to us. We're always willing to chat. It's a lot of fun. The community is why we do this.
Yeah.
Now that we've officially made our first 20-minute sign off,
We just have so much going on now.
there's so much going on. It's so great. Yeah. So everybody, have a good night.
Take care.
We're off, you guys.
Night.
Peace out.